Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part two. If you haven't seen part one, we talked about the overview of the game to give you a better understanding, but now we're going to talk you through actually, well, what to do and how to get started in this game. So, the first time when you first load in and start playing this game, you're going to have villagers and you're going to set them out to get some wood. All right, and that's now done. So, let me just talk through the screen very quickly, and then I'm going to really focus on how we can be effective in this game. So you start off with villagers, right? They're very basic, but if you click on them, there's some stuff that they can do. Right now, they're out here gathering wood. If I tell them to stop, then I can choose what I want them to do. They can pick wood up, they can pick up stone, they can pick up fruit, or they can recover. Every squad needs to recover, okay? And recovering takes food. So always make sure you have food available. You always need some energy in your villagers, always, to be able to get food. Because in the worst case scenario, if you run out of gold and you have no gold and you have no food, so you can't even buy any food, and then you have no way of acquiring food, you're screwed. No food, you're screwed. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Always have food to make sure that you can at least give your villagers the ability to recover. Now, villagers will rest on their own, okay? But you need to actually recover them to get the energy and the stamina back. All right, so top left, there's no ruler here. There's no tax, as we can see. There's 3 different sectors. This is sector 1 that we're in right now. I'll just zoom out so we can see that. This down here is sector 2, and this down here is sector 3. So there's different features and different things available, but you need to unlock it. And to unlock this, there's a lot of criteria for it. You will not be attacked. There will be 0 attacks until your foreman house is level 3. So until you upgrade to level 3, you're not going to have to worry about being attacked. If I click on my house, I can upgrade it, and there are some costs to be able to do that. Okay, all of your buildings can be upgraded. So what you now need to do is you need to decide, what kind of gamer are you? Are you the gamer that is going to go for a casual game and just enjoy playing it? Or are you going to be more of a fast grower? Are you going to speed run to get an unlock level 3 or your sector 3? Because this is going to give you more resources, more options, more squads. Like, there's a lot more stuff you're going to be able to do with this. But bear in mind that in order to open up level 2 or sector 2, your farmhouse has to be level 5. And as soon as your farmhouse gets to level 3, you're going to start getting invaded, so that your squads could get killed. Every time you create a squad, and you're about to see this now, it costs gold. So just bear in mind that you need to be able to defend yourself, okay? And to do that, you need hunters, and also you're going to need military as well. So just bear that in mind. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead, and we've got our villagers. So our villagers at the moment, they're burning energy, and as a result from burning that energy, if I click on them, they are gathering wood at the moment. So I'm going to select here. This is the only area to do it, the forest. All right, so they're now doing that job. Great. Now, everything else on the screen is from as it was before. There's nothing else we need to worry about. I'm going to click on Recruit Squad, and it's going to tell me to recruit a builder. Now, there's a few people here that you can see, but they're all locked at the moment, so I don't need to worry about them. Tells you some things about them and what they can do. Builders, they can build, they can make tools, they can repair, upgrade, and they can recover. Okay, so you can see the cost of everything. If they recover, the cost is 20 energy. They can recover 5 energy, but at the cost of food. All right, repairing as well. Every time you use a building, it takes damage. The durability goes down, so you have to repair it. You need tools to repair it, and you can make the tools. A builder can do that, but you need a forge, and then you can actually build. So we're going to go ahead and recruit a builder. It's going to cost us 50 gold, and it's also going to cost us some food, but we need to do that. All right. So now we've got a bonus. So these bonuses are every time you achieve a milestone, you'll get this little bonus here. So yep, we can go ahead and say thanks for that. And then it's going to tell us what to do next. We need to build a wheat field. All right. So we click on build down here. We're going to build a wheat field. Confirm. Click on this space, and we've now got a wheat field. Great. But we can't do anything with that because we need to recruit another squad. All right, we would actually need a farmer. We don't have those at the moment. So the builders are going to come over here. They're going to build the field. Doesn't actually take that long. And you can see they're going back and forth. They're taking some more wood. So now my wood's going up. There we go. Congratulations. All right, so now we need to select the right combination of seeds, tools, and fertilizers to get the best yield, okay? So I recommend just doing basic seeds to start with, clicking on buy. This tells you to do basic shovel. You can go for advanced if you want. It costs a little bit more, but you get a little bit more. Totally up to you what you want to do. We'll just stick it basic for now. You can change it later. All right, so there we go, and initial costs there as well. Now that we've done our settings, which we can also change later if we want, we just, to change them, all you need to do is just come back to the building. So you just find the building here, click on it, and then you can change it, you can edit it. So if you click on building settings, that's where we can change it. The other thing you've got here is productivity, so you can actually have a bonus where you spend some gold for a bonus. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to waste gold at the moment. And then if I add a hero, an NFT, I can reduce the tool consumption or the building durability. Well, not reduce it, but, you know, reduce the damage it takes. All right, so now that's done. Now I need to recruit a squad. And now I've got farmers. So now I can unlock a farmer. I'm going to have to go and recruit that and confirm. All right, now we've got one farmer. So now it says assign a hero to a squad, okay, to improve their stats. All right, so it's going to tell me to do that. So if I want to recruit more, you get one for free. So this is, if I click on here on my farmers, I can click on my hero and I can assign my hero, and there's going to be some additional stats that come from that. And again, I'm going through the process, so I'm getting all of these bonuses as well. And now it's telling me to take my farmer, and I need to go and grow some crops. So I click grow, click on a field, confirm, and they're going to go and plant some crops. And now you can see that they're working. So on the left here, I can see my villagers. I can see my hero, where my these are your NFTs. So I can see where my NFTs are. All right, I can see where my villagers are, and then I can see my buildings. And I can break that into sectors. That's it. That's all you need to do. This left menu is all you need. So what we're going to do at the moment is we're just going to wait. The farmers are doing their job. It says grow and harvest wheat. So we've only got the farmers at the moment. It says 7 seconds down the bottom here. We need to wait for that. There's nothing else we can do. And so now it's possible that the villagers can go out and pick fruit and they'll get food. All right? That's an option. It's also, they're getting sticks at the moment. They're out gathering sticks. They can also get stones. But the yield and the gather rate is so low that you do not want to be using villagers. I don't recommend having villagers. They don't really do anything. It's not worth having them. Whilst they can do multiple things, because they can do sticks, they can do stones, and they can do food, they're not very efficient. So I recommend having lumberjacks and miners. Lumberjacks doing the wood, miners doing the stone. It's going to cost more energy, but you're going to get a much better yield as a result of that. And so if you're going to do food, you can do wheat food, and later on you'll be able to do cattle food and hunting as well. But for now, this is just going to be your food production. So again, making sure that your farmers, okay, making sure your farmers always have the energy to be able to plant the wheat, and making sure they've always got the energy to be able to harvest the wheat. So now you can see they're still sowing. 15 seconds left, it says. Although that timer seems to have, there you go. So that timer's now going down. So again, we're going to have to wait for this. Takes a little bit of time. But once this is finished, we'll then be able to harvest. Now, this is not the end of the process. This is where you'll start to realize there's raw materials and there's processed materials. So for example, with wood, we've got wood, which is a raw material. We've got wooden planks, which is a processed material. For that, we need a lumberyard. Same with the stone. Okay, we have stone, which is a raw material, and we have stone bricks, which comes from a quarry or whatever. All right, so now these are resting. You can see here farmers are at rest. It means they're just standing still. Now I can actually move them if I want to. I can tell them where to go. This is actually beneficial if you're being attacked. Normally when you're being attacked, you're going to get attacked from the top here. So you might want to come and move them out the way, protect them, put your fighting troops near where they'll be to fight. Because if these squads get attacked and they die, you lose a squad. You have to recruit them again. You have to spend more gold. You understand. All right, so now this has been done. Okay, so now we click on them. Again, we can harvest the wheat. All right, so that's the next thing we can do. We can click on these and we can harvest the wheat. Now, we can't do that at the moment. Let me just check why. Because they're still growing. I thought they would have been done. I thought for the demo they actually did it quicker, but that's just going to make me wait. So I need to wait for them to grow. Takes a little bit of time. And then once that's done, there we go. Now I can harvest the wheat. I thought it was instant for the demo, but you do have to wait just a minute. Just bear that in mind. So now I can click on this to harvest, confirm. And now they're going to harvest that and they're going to take it back for me. All right. That's the next stage. And that is what the farmers can do. They can sow, they can harvest, and they can recharge. So the villagers, they've got their job. The builders have got their jobs. All right. Everyone can recover. Everyone can recover. And then they've got their jobs that they can do as well. So the villager can do wood, stone, or food. The builders can do build, tools, repair, or upgrade. And the farmers can do plant and harvest. So, all right, we've got that so far. This is going to take a little bit more time, but once this is done, once they've finished, we'll have finished off this task, and then we'll be able to come back. So whilst we're just waiting here at the moment, I'm going to go back to the main menu. And you don't have to do that, by the way. If you don't want to do it from the main menu, you can just at any point click on this Bear Slayer season. All right, and go into season missions. And from here, if I scroll down now, look, I've completed 3 missions. Now again, if you're going to get the XP and compete or go for the rewards, get the battle purse before you click these buttons. Otherwise, I can click on this. All right, I get my XP now. Excellent. Now I've got my XP, I can come to the marketplace. I haven't done anything in the marketplace, but I can earn 5 gold from trades. Right, that's going to give me some more experience. Right, and then once I've done that, come back to my rewards. Now you can see, look, once I get up to 100 experience, I'm going to get this chest, and I'm going to get 150 gold. So just bear that in mind. Alright. Alright, so coming back, going to exit this now, going to go back to our farm. Hopefully that's done. There we go, that's done now. So now we've got wheat. Okay, so now it's going to tell us to go to the marketplace. Alright, so now we go to the marketplace. And so to do that, we need to come out here, click on marketplace. So click on the sector, click on marketplace. All right, and we need to trade any resource into gold. All right, so we got a little bit of this here, a bit of grain. So I can sell 200 grain for 10 gold. All right, 200 grain for 10 gold. Oh no, sorry, I've only got 195. That's my bad. I thought I had enough. Sorry. All right, we'll do it this way instead. So this is, I don't recommend doing this. I would recommend getting the grain and doing that again first. I wouldn't sell wood. I wouldn't sell stone, and I wouldn't sell food if I were you. You're going to need those. So all of these resources on the left, you don't really want to be selling them because it's going to hinder your progression. So you only kind of want to be selling the stuff on the right. I can't sell the grain because I need 200 of it. So I am actually just going to sell some wooden planks for now. You know, just to get that gold. So I've got 12 gold. And it gives me some stuff back as well, which is nice. All right. So now we've completed the basic tutorial. We're on our own and we've got a few perks as a result of that. So now what we can do, going back into our farm, we can choose, well, what's now going to be the focus? What do we need to do? Well, we want to level up as quickly as possible, right? So how are we going to do this? Well, I do not recommend getting more villagers. They're not worth it. You can get another builder if you want and have 2. And you don't need any more farmers. So I'd leave the 1 farmer at the moment. But we do need to recruit some more. And in order to do that, to recruit more, we need to continue building. Okay, so we click on our builder. We click on build. And we're going to need to build some houses. We need that because people need to rest. So they're going to need to rest in the houses. So we're going to need that. We're also going to need a lumber mill, okay? So one of the first things that we can do at this stage is we can build ourselves a lumber mill. The builders will go and do that. Now, anyone can actually rest. So we'll click there, and it only goes in one location, so that's fine. If anyone needs to rest, like the villagers now, they're at rest, but they need to recover. So click recover, and I click on my my foreman house, and they are going to go in there, and they are going to recharge. And remember, every time they recharge, they get 5 energy and we lose 10 HP on our building. If you lose too much health, hit points or health points on your building, you'll start to get debuffs. So you'll have to repair it. So this is a game about balance more than anything. So I need to click 500 wood and I need to construct 4 buildings. If I do 4 buildings, I'll get this bonus. if I get the resources, I'll get this wood. So what we want to do now is we're going to need a lot of wood. We're going to need a lot of wood. And so I recommend that you focus on lumberjacks. In fact, you're probably going to want quite a few lumberjacks. And initially, to start with, you can quite easily just get the wood and sell the wood for gold. It's not ideal, but it's a way to start at the moment. Now also, the farmers, I want them to continue, right? So I want to send them back out to get some more. So I'm going to confirm. So farmers are going to go out. We're getting some sticks as well. Now, they're resting at the moment, the villagers, but I can send them back out afterwards. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the villagers out afterwards to get some more food. Okay, I'm going to get them to continually top up the food. So that's going to be their job. And that way there's always going to be a chance for them to rest, and they're always going to be getting food. The farmers, again, are always going to be doing that as well. And then we can obviously sell that wheat. You can see at the moment we've got 395. So if we go back out to the marketplace, go out to the world, click on our marketplace. All right, and we can actually sell. So we can click on this now. We've got 200 of this now. We can click sell. We're going to sell it for 10 coins. All right, excellent. That's done. So we're going to get a little bit more in as well as that comes in. Again, we'll be able to do that. So just keeping an eye on that wheat. 5 more we need and we can sell that again. All right, so now we're getting some gold. So now we know how to make gold. Great. So that's important. We always need to make sure we got some gold. Don't ever run out of gold. Because even if you do run out of food, you can just buy some more food. And then you can sort out your farm. Okay, so now going back, what are we going to do? Well, we need to get wood. We know that. That's going to be our initial challenge right now. So the builders have built this. All right, we've got a lumber mill, so I can recruit a squad. I can now bring in a lumberjack, but that's 35 gold and also 50 food to recruit. Once I've recruited one, it's now more expensive to recruit the second. It's now 70. It's doubled. So 70 gold it's going to cost me to get another lumberjack and 100 food. But I am going to do that. I'm going to go straight away and get 2 lumberjacks. Okay. Now, if I want to recruit another lumberjack, it's going to cost me 70 again and 100 again. Okay. So please bear that in mind. I can do it. I do have enough to do it. But you can see here for how many squads I've got, what I need to do. So I need more buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and recruit another lumberjack. So I've got 3 lumberjacks now. And I'm going to send these to chop wood. So one can chop wood. The second one can go out and chop wood. Okay, and the third one can go and refine wood. Because only one can refine at a time at the moment. So we send one to refine, and they'll take the wood, and they'll turn it into wooden planks. And we need to do that later. We also need to construct more buildings. So the builders now, they can build the houses. Now we can only build 3 total. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We don't need another wheat field at the moment. No need for it. Not right now. We've only got 1 farmer. That 1 farmer can work that 1 field. For now, that's totally fine for now. Let's focus on the houses because we need the houses. All right, so we're going to build the house. Now, also, with the houses, you can see that's taken up some stone and some wood. We're going to need some stone. Stone is another thing we're going to need. So we're running out of food. We can see that. So our villagers, we're going to send our villagers out to go and pick fruit in the forest. Okay. We've now got 4 buildings, so we've got a little bit of a bonus as a result of that. We need to collect 500 wood now. Now, that should go pretty quickly because we've got 2 lumberjacks working. So villagers pick up between 10 to 40 wood. Lumberjacks pick up 50 to 100 wood. Okay, so... And you got a percent multiplier for an event that could come. So now we've got more squads. We can have up to 9 squads now. Okay? So you could at this point actually bring in another lumberjack. Alright? Because you're going to need so many of these. So many of these that it would make sense for you to have another one in the early stages. So you could go ahead and recruit another lumberjack. Okay, but you don't have enough at the moment gold and you don't have enough food. So what we need to do is we need to be able to sell some stuff that we've got. And that's important. Now, farmers, what are the farmers doing? We need to send them out to the field so that they can get the crops. So they're going to go out and do that. We've got our food coming in from the villagers. And we've got this wheat at the moment. Now, at the moment, we're just selling the wheat. We don't really want to sell anything else if we can help it. Because we've got the lumberjacks, we can sell some wood. I don't really want us to. If we can help it, if we can avoid it, we'll try our best not to. But we do need stone. So wood and stone are the key resources, right? And that's what we're going to need. Even the builders, if the builders were going to make tools, in order to do that, we don't have enough stamina. So the builders need to rest because they have no stamina. So we're going to have to recover them inside the house. Okay, so we're going to do that now. So they're going to recover. And then what we're going to do, because we've got this house, so you can now use the house as another place to recover. So you can now recover in 2 separate locations. Okay? But once the builders have recovered, which is what they're doing now, they're resting, we're going to build out the additional 2 houses. So we have all 3 houses. That way, 4 squads can rest at once. Whereas at the moment, only 1 squad, now 2 squads. Alright, and as these are starting to work, that you can see, they've got some good stamina, which is good at the moment. And also, we've got to remember, we've got a limited amount of wood right now. So we're going to hit our capacity in a minute. So for now, early on, if we get close to capacity, we can sell some. Alright, but we're okay for now. The wood is going into the lumber mill. The lumber mill is making the wood planks for us. So that's fine. So we have 2 lumberjacks at the moment, feeding into 1. And everything else at the moment, we're just waiting for. So these guys are coming back. We're going to get some more of this wheat. Again, so we could use that. We've got options at this stage. We're waiting for the builders. Now we've got this. We could sell this to get some more gold. Okay, there's 300 in here. Now we need to make sure that the farmers... So we've just completed our mission. So that's done. That was the wood. Alright, so now we need to collect 800 stone. And we need to fully repair 1 building. Alright, and then we'll get this bonus as a result of that. So once the builders... Just going to wait for them to finish. Alright, so let's bring these builders out just for a minute because they've got this. Alright, we can now go ahead and build. We can go and do a stone mine. Alright, so we can build a stone mine. So if we can confirm, it builds it right here. They'll come out and build a stone mine. So the reason I'm doing this right now, it takes up 20 energy. But then whilst they're resting and getting their energy back, then we can be mining stone. We can't recruit the squad until we've built building. We need the miners. And so in order to get a miner, we need 35 gold. Alright, we have 37 gold, so we know we can do that. We're going to need another 70 gold to get the next one out. So I'm only going to leave this as 3 lumberjacks for now. You've got 2 lumberjacks farming, and you've got 1 in there. So the 3 lumberjacks working, that's perfect for now. Keeping that topped up nicely. We're going to do exactly the same now for the miners. We're going to have 2 miners mining, and we're going to have 1 refining. And that is going to be 6 of our squads. Alright. And then we're going to keep going as we need to. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and recruit a miner. We'll do that now. Confirm. We'll set them out to stone mine, and they'll click here. And they're going to go out and get 50 to 100 for that. It's going to cost them 2 tools. Great. So they'll get the stone. Now, if we want to recruit again, it's going to cost us 70. So we need 70 gold. So how do we get that? Well, we're going to have to sell some wood. Now, we are refining some wooden planks, so we'll get some more money for that. We can also, the stone that we're getting, we can sell that. I don't recommend it, but we can. And also, we've got this wheat. So let's get the farmers out at the moment. We want to get them growing. Okay. So they can do that. And the builders need to go and rest. So they can recover at the moment. We'll put them in there to recover. Now, at this stage, it would be recommended for you to get an additional builder, but the builders, they're going to cost 100 gold as well, and you don't have 100 gold spare at the moment. We don't have that. So the idea is to use the lumberjacks to be able to create this, to sell for the gold, to then get the farmer, to then get the miners to do the same, to sell the stone, and then once you've got a bit of extra spare gold, also don't forget you're going to get some gold as well. If we go now back to the leaderboard. You already have this, by the way, if you bought the battle pass. In the chest, you'll have the gold, so you'll be flying ahead. Otherwise, come to the season missions, come to farm, and let's grab all of this experience. Look at this. We're at 90 experience now, and the last one here, we're at 100 experience. Great. We'll get a little bit extra. All right, I think there was also a marketplace. Did we get? No, that was that one. All right, back to rewards. And now I can unlock 100 gold. Done. Now I've got that 100 gold. That's unlocked. Now I can come back. Also having a look in the marketplace here. And remember, look, daily winner here is grain. So we're going to sell this grain at the moment because we're getting 10 for it at the moment. So we can go ahead. We've got 200 of this, so we can go ahead. We've got 300 actually. So we'll sell one, get another 10 gold. Great. Right, so let's go back. Now, we're getting a lot of wood in at the moment, so we need to bear that in mind, that we're going to hit our capacity in a moment. So we want to make sure that we're recruiting more squads, and we're going to want another builder. So we've got a second builder. We're going to use that gold, the extra gold that we got. We can use that to either get another builder, or what we could also use it for, we could use it for a miner. And I'm going to go ahead and get my second miner. Okay? All right. Now I've got my second miner. They can be refining. So whilst one is mining, one is refining. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to make sure I keep an eye on this wood and I don't hit capacity. So I'm looking here at my lumberjacks which are working. The wood is going up. So we're going to go back to the marketplace. We're not going to bother selling it anywhere else at the moment. We're just going to sell it here for now. We're going to click on the wood. We can see that we get 13 wood if we sell it in our own place at the moment. If I went somewhere else, like next door to the marketplace, and I tried to sell that wood, I'm going to get 9 for it. If I went here and did the same thing, tried to sell that wood, I'm going to get 11 for it. So right now, I'm just going to sell it here. This is a great place to sell. So I've got this. I sell 500. I've got a bit extra, so I can go ahead and do that. That's going to give me 20. Again, I've got 40 gold, but I need 70, right? So I can sell that. It's 1,000. So I sell that. Now I'm not going to hit my capacity. And also, if I wanted to, I can come and sell this. I'm not going to, but I could. I'd need 100 of it. And I don't want to sell this, though. But I've just sold enough that I'm not going to hit my capacity. Now, I've got 62. I need 70, right? So I need a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell one more of these. And that's going to give me my 70 that I needed to come back. And now I can go and get my additional miner. So now I'm going to have 3 miners. So recruit squad, and I'm going to get another miner. Oh, I need 100 food. I don't have the food at the moment, so the villagers, I need to wait for the villagers. There's also an event in progress. You can see it on the right-hand side here. Click on this. Seems a young villager has fallen in love with someone who is not their social class or station. The subject in question appears to be one of our finest sheep. The other villager, of course, is appalled, but what should be done? If I turn a blind eye, different outcomes are equally possible. If I banish him, high risk but high reward. Only one possible outcome. I've been craving lamb roast for a while. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. Only one possible outcome. Right, so I can banish him. It's going to cost me 100 tools and 5 gold to banish him. It's a high risk, but I might get a high reward as a result. Turning a blind eye. Different outcome, different possibilities. So what am I going to do? Well, if I do this one, the feast is a success. I got 25 food and I got 10 of this. Villagers are grateful for your intervention. They feel the problem has been solved for the time being. So that was a result. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. But I got 25 food, which I needed, and I also got this as well. Which means now I can go ahead and recruit a miner. I've got enough to do that now. So now the miner can go and start farming some extra stone. Right, this is the quickest way that we can possibly level up at the moment. So we've got our lumberjacks working. We have our miners working. We have our builders as well. Okay, so bearing in mind that with the builder that we've got, there's now got 40 out of 60. We can stop that now. All right, stop that command. That builder can go and build another house, which is what we need to do before we do anything else. All right, we're going to get these 3 houses up. Now, this is also going to use resources, which is good. We need to make sure that our farmers are going out to harvest the wheat. So we can keep selling that wheat at the moment. That's a little one for us to do to get some money coming in, which is nice. But look, we want this gold as well. So collecting 800 stone, we're almost there. And fully repair 1 building. So we'll do that as well, and then we'll get on to the next thing. Now, it might be possible that as you're doing this, you're skipping some of the tasks that are going to pop up. So you might end up going through 2 or 3 tasks at once, and you'll see that in a minute as we start to level up quite quickly. All right, so looking at what's being done at the moment, the villagers are at rest, so I can put this villager at rest, put them in there to do so. The builder is now at rest. So we can go ahead and build another house. So we'll do this last house. You can see they've just used the materials up. Great. There's an event in progress here. So another event. So we can click on this. As our lumberjacks work on felling a suitable tree, they're distracted by a nearby grunt. To their dismay, there stands a massive bear ready to pounce. Positive outcome is likely. Different outcomes possible. Can't bribe the bear with food, and we can't fight the bear. So I have to scream as loud as we can. Scared off. The bear left behind some food. Oh, amazing. So we scared the bear and we got some food. Very nice. We could have lost our squad there. That could have gone quite bad. Alright, so different events at different times. Random things happen. Right, so the lumberjack needs to rest. So we can click on a lumberjack. They're actually working at the moment. This one's resting. So we can put them into a house. They're going to take some food. So we have to bear in mind that they're going to take some food. We don't have much food at the moment. So we only have the villagers making food, which is why it was so important that they did that. Because we've got all of these people that as they rest, they're going to take up so much food. Alright, so the builders also need to rest. So we're going to have to do that. So we'll put the builders in here again. For 5 stamina, it's going to cost 8. They need 20 to do anything. Alright, so that's going to be at least 32 food just for the builders alone. Alright, so this is where we've got to be very careful at this stage. We don't run out of gold or food. Alright, if we do run out of food, we must make sure those villagers have got energy. Which they have, so we're okay. Alright, so the farmers are at rest at the moment, so we can grow. Go ahead and do that. Now, don't forget, at this point as well, we can actually click on a building settings. Now, we can't do that whilst they're doing something on the land. We would actually have to get the farmers to stop. So we'd have to cancel that and say, yes, stop. Now we can actually click on this, click on the building settings, and we can change these seeds. Now, I'm not going to pay the gold for that, but that would give us a better reward, and the growth duration would be a lot less. So this is 80 to 120, this is 100 to 200. So it's going to cost us 10, but we're going to get more. And we know we can sell that for 10. We can sell 200 for 10, so it's not really worth it for us. But if we do 3 lots of seed, that's going to give us 600. So we are actually going to make 20 bonus on this at the moment. So if we get the top end of it, but that's fine. We'll do this for now. 3 uses. This one gives us 4 uses. So we would get an extra. So we get a minimum of 400 for this, which we know we could sell 200 for 10. So minimum of 400 means we could at least get our money back. At least get our money back. But we could also get more. But we're going to head... This one doesn't cost any money, so we'll do this. It's free. Okay, and then we're going to change this one. This one doesn't cost anything, just some extra tools. So we can go ahead, spend our 5 tools, and we're going to improve this, which is just an initial cost. Okay. This one as well now, we can go ahead, spend an initial cost. We're going to get that bonus as well. Done. So now we've got a better plow and a better fertilizer. We're going to get those boosts. And that's our settings. We come out of that now. And we set our farmers back with our boost. And off we go. We can level up the buildings later as well. Something else we can do. But for now we don't need to. We can send out to get some more food. Because we're out of food. So that's important. The builder can start to repair. It's going to cost 5 to repair the building. So we'll repair this main building. Okay, it's going to cost some stuff as well. And that's going to get us past this. And we need to collect 500 wheat. That's the next thing we need to do. Alright, so we're still working. We're starting to hit that first bottleneck. Now also, the other thing to remember is on our wheat field, on our farmers, I believe, we have our hero on our farmer. Now, if you buy extra heroes, you can assign them to different people. You can assign them to buildings, and you can assign them to people. So you can have quite a lot of heroes. Just bear that in mind. Alright, with that being said, now what we're going to do is we're going to just wait until we get our food. We could go and buy some food from the marketplace. I'm not going to. I don't feel like I need to do that. I'm just going to wait. And at any point, don't forget, you can always check the missions to see what you're doing. Now, we didn't slay a bear, but we have got all of these missions that we've completed. So we can go ahead and complete all of these. Get that experience. Farm missions that are being done. Marketplace missions that we're doing. You can see what we need to do next. Right, this one earn 100 tokens. We've got 280 experience now from these, which means we can go back to the rewards. And we're almost there. At 300, we're going to get a basic lumber pack. So we'll get some more wood. All right, good to know. We would have got some food and some stone and some more coins had we had the Bear Slayer reward track. All right, so exiting out of this now. We've got some food back now, which is good. Now we need the builder to go and rest, because the builder, it's important for them to rest. Because we need them to continue building. And so they can't do that at the moment. So we can see here that this lumberjack is at rest, so we can send them out. They can go out as well. And this one also needs to rest, but we don't have the food. We do not have the food right now for them both to rest. So whilst the villager is working, this lumberjack's going to just wait for the minute. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep an eye on these crops here. We're going to make sure these farmers, we're waiting for this to grow, can harvest this wheat. So whilst we're waiting for this, the next thing that we can do, because we want to recruit a squad, but we want a hunter. Hunter is going to be the best way for us to be able to get food early on. So bearing in mind, it's important for us to be able to get food. That's what we're going to need to do. Alright, so we don't have enough food. Again, we've just run out. It's telling us we've run out. We need to wait. Okay. Now, in order to get to that Sector 2, which is what we're after, we don't actually need to upgrade all of the buildings. All we need to do is upgrade our core house to level 5. And that is going to require us to upgrade 2 warehouses to level 4 and a granary to level 4. Now, obviously, to be able to do that, it's gonna have requirements, but you don't have to upgrade everything. So just bear that in mind. So our builder's there. We can rest our builder again. We've got enough food now to do that, so that's great. The farmers can not harvest yet. They're still waiting. But the villager is working at the moment. Now, it could be tempted at this point to go and get some more villagers, right? We don't have enough tools, so we're going to need some more tools as well. Remember, we don't have enough to get the second lot of builders at the moment, so we're waiting on that as well. So we're kind of stuck in that loop at the moment where we're waiting. We don't want to sell stuff if we can help it. We do want to upgrade in the near future. You can't upgrade if anyone is in the building. So because they're resting, we can't do anything. But we're just waiting for these builders. These builders are almost done. So as soon as they're finished here, we'll just stop them. Okay, we'll stop them now. They're at 25, which means they can build again now. Alright, so now they're going to build. We can get them to put out the second wheat field. Okay, so we can go ahead and build. We can build the second wheat field because you can only have 2. Sorry. Just move down here. Alright, we're going to build. Wheat field. Confirm. Oh, we need tools. Sorry, we don't have enough tools to do that. That's why it's saying. So now what we need to do with the builders is we need to make tools. Alright, so they can do that in the base here. So they use 20 of this, 20 of that, and they make some tools for us. So we'll just do that while they make some tools. And then once we've got the tools, we can go ahead and we can make our second wheat field. And then these farmers can then use both fields. Alright. So increase wheat. Again, we're not going to do that. We could do it, but we're not going to. There's different boosts. We're not interested in those. We're looking at the tools that we've got. We've just got 18 tools. So we don't quite have enough at the moment, so we need some more. So we'll let the builders go again. We've got some food coming in now, which is great. The villagers are getting some more food in. And again, we want to get some more wheat so we can sell it to get some more gold. And then with that gold, we're also going to get gold from this as well, collecting the wheat. Once we've got that, we'll be able to, at that point, so we're going to stop the builders working on their job right now that they're doing. And we're instead going to, we want them to build, but they need 20, so they need to rest just for a minute to get the stamina so they can build that second wheat farm. And then we're going to sell the wheat farm. Now, we also have some meat. So if we go to the marketplace, we could look to sell that meat. And see what that's worth. Now, we're only going to get 7 for this at the moment, and we need 50 to sell it. So we actually can see we don't have enough meat. We don't have enough. We don't have enough of this because we need 200. But what we do have enough of, we can sell, is we can sell some of this lumber. Now, again, we don't want to do this, but we can. Okay, we can get 10 if we sell the wood. And if we sell the logs, we can get 15 for the log at the moment. Most popular right now, we're getting 15 for 100. All right, so let's go ahead and sell that. We're getting 15. That's good money. All right, now we only sold 100. We don't have enough left to continue doing that. We did just get some good gold there. So always worth coming in and checking the surrounding areas and seeing what the limits are and what you can buy and sell. All right, so villager's still working. That's great. Builder now is okay. So we'll just wait for this builder to finish resting. Okay, that's done. And now the builder we can set to build. Now we can go out and say wheat field confirmed. And then we can build our second wheat field. All right, and we've got our farmers. Now our farmers can go out and harvest the wheat. Once that's done, the farmers can go and rest after that because they need to rest. We have enough food coming in now. And now what we need to do is we need to look at how can we produce more food? Because at the moment we're really struggling with food with just the villagers. Now the villagers, they're doing a good job, but they're struggling, right? So this lumberjack needs to rest. So we'll put the lumberjack in there to rest. But again, that's going to take 32 food. The builder again is going to need to rest in a minute. But now we've got this next one. We've got the basic wheat seed. We'll go for the rake, the advanced rake, and the manure fertilization. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is the farmer's going to keep working. The lumberjack is going to rest, and also the builder needs to rest. So we'll just put the builder in one of these houses, all right? So they're going to use the rest of the food up now. And we're going to have to stop this lumberjack because we can't afford, we don't have enough food at the moment for both of them. So we have to be very careful in these early stages. Now it's really important that we get the wheat. The wheat is what we need, and we need to refine the wood as well. So this lumberjack, we can set him to refine for now. So he can do the refining because we need 50, and we'll get some more food then. And the other two can chill for the moment. This miner that's resting as well, they can refine some more stone for us. We'll get them to do that. All right, now everyone's kind of working and doing their job. Excellent. So now we're just watching what's happening. So food is really important. We need as much food as we can get at the moment. So those villagers working, that's important for us. Now we need a better food source because those villagers aren't good enough. So the way that we do that is we'll take the builder. The builder's resting at the moment. So now we can stop the builder from resting. And they can build. So now we have to look at, well, what are we going to build next? Well, we can make a windmill. Okay, so what they can do with a windmill is take that grain and turn it into flour. So let's go ahead. But we need 30 tools for that. So we're going to have to go ahead and make some tools. We can make them in the building. And we'll get some more tools. Alright, so now you should hopefully have the basic understanding. Again, if you've got a battle pass, you will be flying ahead so much quicker. You'll be completely stacked out on resources. You'll have more than you need right now. What we're looking to do at the moment is we're looking to get to never... Let's just have a quick look if we come down here. Just zoom out. Okay, if I click on this, we need 1,000 gold. We need 10,000 wood. All right, we need 10,000 stone. We need 5,000 food and 5,000 tools. Yeah, so we need a lot of wood and a lot of stone. And we also need a lot of food to sell. Because really food is what's going to sell at the moment. Yeah, that's what we're looking to. We're looking to produce enough food to live on and also a surplus to sell. All right, so how do we do that? Well, we're going to need to defend ourselves as well. So the reason that I don't recommend focusing too much on these wheat fields is they're simply not worth it. We don't want farmers because the farmers, we only need one farmer. One farmer can manage 2 fields fine. Okay? What we need is to defend ourselves from being attacked. So in order to do that, we need hunters. We need hunters and we need militar. Now we're not going to get militar at the moment. We're not going to focus on them, but we can get hunters because hunters are going to make a lot of food. All right, and they'll be able to defend us. Because otherwise we're going to need a cook as well. We can get one cook, So the two farmers can service one cook. We don't need cow herds at the moment. We can ignore the cow herd for now. Alright, because that is another way to get food. Cow herds can feed cows, and then when they take grain, feed the cow, they can butcher the cow, they can also make milk. And then milk can go to food. So milk to food, slaughter to get meat, and then meat can go as well. But yeah, not now. Alright, the cook the cook can make grain. Okay, so make grain from the wheat, and then from here they can put grain and milk together to make bread. Well, we're not going to have milk, remember, we're not going to have milk, so we're not going to be able to make bread. But they can take grain and turn grain straight to food, and they can also take grain and turn, if we have bread, they can take bread into food. You're going to get just a better reward for it, that's all. So at the moment we're not going to have bread, but they can turn grain straight into food. So grain into food. And that grain into food is going to be better than having the villagers just foraging for us until we got the hunter up. Alright, so that's what we're going to focus on at the moment. So the farmers are resting, so let's get them planting seeds. And then once they planted the seeds and they're growing, whilst they're waiting, they can go and rest. We've got some food now, so we're good. We're collecting resources, which is good. So now what we need to do is this builder needs to rest. So they've made tools. They can stop now. They need to go and rest. Alright. So now they're resting. We can also send a lumberjack out. So the lumberjack can rest. Because we've got the food now, we can do this. But also the villager's going to have to rest as well. Now, we don't want to use up all of our food. Remember, we don't want to use up all of our food because the villager's going to have to rest as well. So we're going to keep a little bit of food. Remember, it costs at the moment, that lumberjack is going to cost quite a lot because they can have 50 stamina. They can only replenish 5 at a time. So just bear that in mind. So we're only going to get one lumberjack and the builder. Once the builder's at 20, we're going to stop. Because we only need the builder to make the next building for us. Okay, so that's now done. That builder can now stop. We can build. So now we've got the windmill. We can go ahead and we can put this down. And that goes over the back here. Oh. Alright. Now that's going to use up some resources. We're going to run a little bit low, which is why we need some more wood, which is why I'm getting this lumberjack out. It's important that we do that. Okay. Now again, there's different ways you can do this. You might not want to play it like this. You might want to play it your own way, and that's absolutely fine. Also, it's very possible by the time you're watching this video, some things may have changed. Maybe there's some extra things that are available that weren't at the time of recording this, but this is just a process at the moment. Miners and lumbers and lumberjacks are definitely important. I don't really feel like you need to refine too much in the early stages. You don't need it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go for the 2 types of grain that we can do. Right, but we don't want to pay for this. So we're going to go for the basic grain. But you would obviously get more uses if we did that. We're going to do that. These are going to be... This is going to give us more grain boost. So not much. It's going to an extra 20 grain and we get a 2% grain boost. All right, an extra 4 tools as well. So, yeah. And this doesn't say it's a one. Oh, it is an initial cost. Yeah. So we can go ahead and do that. We've got enough to do it. So we'll save those. All right, now that's done. So now the windmill's done. We can actually recruit, if we wanted to, a cook. All right. But we're going to need 40 gold to be able to do that. So now we need to go and get some more gold. And the next thing on the list for us is going to be a hunter. But for that, the builder needs to rest. So we'll get the builder in there to rest. And whilst the builder is resting. Now, we need 100 gold so that we can get another builder. That's one of the things on our list. We want that second builder now. We're at a point where that second builder is going to come in handy. And you may want to go for a second builder instead of a third miner. And a third lumberjack. So maybe you have one of each. Up to you. Totally up to you. But I find that without the food, the builders just end up hanging around anyway. So in the early stages, one builder is normally enough to... There's a little bit of a bottleneck, but not much. Right, let's get this second field growing. Forgot to do that. So we'll get those going. Right, now this lumberjack is full. So this lumberjack can now go out and chop some more wood down. Great. And what we need to look at is what is it going to cost us? What is it going to cost us to upgrade this building? So when we come to upgrading that building, what is it going to cost us? Well, we can't do it at the moment because we've got the builders are actually in there resting. So we have to wait for them to come out before we can work that out. But you'll be able to see. So once they're at 20 anyway, we're going to be done here, right? We can go to the marketplace. We can sell some more stuff that we've got. So we've got 300 grain again. So we know that the daily winner there is the grain. So let's go ahead and sell the grain. Now remember, we've got a daily limit of what we can sell. So we're only going to get 9 for it this time. Okay. But we've done that. There's nothing really else we can sell at the moment. But we do have 36 gold, which is great. Because that is enough for us to go back. And set up our next squad. Alright, so recruiting a squad now. We can get a cook. Oh no, we can't. It's 40 gold. I apologise. It's 40 gold. That's 100 for a hunter, so we're not ready for that yet. So it's 40 gold for a cook. We're only going to get 1 cook. But we also need 50 food, and we don't have the food for that at the moment. And look, the villager needs to rest. We don't have enough food. We are in trouble. You see how we've got into trouble now? This is how we've got ourselves into trouble. The villager needs to rest, but the villager can't rest because the villager has no food. And this is why it's important that you see this, because now we're stuck. Right, so if you get into this situation, that's how easy it is to happen. You have to come here, come to the marketplace, and you have to buy some food. Right, so you have to search for the food, buy it, and 300 food is going to cost us 8 gold. It's a waste of 8 gold, right? So just please bear that in mind. I wanted you to see how easy it is for that to happen. I actually wasn't paying attention, so I got caught out by that. But I'm glad I did, because I wanted you to see how easy it is for that to happen. Right, so now I need to make sure that I rest my villagers. Very important, they rest. Because otherwise I have no way of obtaining food. So I'm stuck at that point. Alright, so now if I click on this building and click on upgrade, I need, this just needs, it does need some refined material. So I do need some refined material, but not too much. But I need a lot of material here. So again, having these miners and lumberjacks working constantly by giving them enough food to keep them going is vital. And I don't mind buying that actually, because that allows me to do this now. So they can all, now I've got enough food, they can all go and do this, right? So building wise, what do I need to build next? Well, I will eventually need a warehouse, also a granary. This allows me to store food, so I can store more food. Because I have a limit at the moment of 500 food. So I'm going to need this. This is going to be something I'm going to need. I'm also going to need a hunting lodge, but I can't get that at the moment. Okay? Hunting lodge will give me the hunter. We'll get that later. A forge where the builder squads can create and assemble tools. We can actually do that. I mean, I think this gives us a better... I need to check with this, with the forge. I think this might give us a better output. I'm not actually too sure. I need to double check. But for now, we're going to go, because it's going to cost us 30 tools and also quite a lot of resources. We're going to go with the granary because we want to get this food up. Our food supply is what's important to us at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and build this. Also, we need to recruit that next squad. And we need a cook for that, which means we need a little bit more gold. We're not quite there yet. Just bear that in mind. We do have the food, which is fine. So the builders are out working. That's fine. These miners, okay, they can come and rest. So we can do that. We'll get the miners into rest. And then we can sell some stone if we need to get some more gold. Alright. The lumberjacks as well. If we wanted to rest them, we could. There's another building there. That's all 4 buildings now being used. These farmers, they can do 1 field, but they're going to have to rest as well. But they can rest in a minute. And now everyone's working. The villagers can go out and pick some more food. Okay, so now there's another bit more of food supply coming in. And now all we need to do is just wait for these wheat fields. As soon as the wheat's in, at that point we'll be able to sell that, and we want to get our cook. Right, that's the next thing. We want to get our cook, and that's 40 gold we need for that. And that is going to just help us to be able to make some grain. And then we can turn that grain into... and you can see here that grain into food. Now, you can see here we've got an additional 2,000 grain slots and an additional 1,000 food slots. We've now got 1,500 food slots. Much, much better. So again, very important to make sure as you're building out that you're growing, but you're not running out of stuff as you're doing it. I'm pretty sure on our missions we're okay. We'll just double check. We should almost be there. Oh, look, we've got loads done now. So just finishing all of these. Ticking them all off. I think we're going to be at 400. Yep, 400 experience. 430. Great. So let's go back to those rewards. And now we can open up that basic lumber pack. We've got 200 tools and 2,000 lumber. Nice. Don't worry if you don't have capacity. It will tell you so you can not open it. It will give you the choice. It will give you a warning. So now we've got loads of wood. And we've also got loads of tools. So we're good. The granary's been done now. We just need to get that. So what we really need to do now is go and sell. So we're going to go back to the world, to the marketplace. We're going to go and sell this grain. Okay. So daily winner here is the grain. Sell that for 7. Perfect. You can see it's actually selling for a lot less now, right? Most popular at the moment is bread. Bread is selling for 14. So yeah, most popular. If we could sell bread right now, oof, make some good money there. All right, let's go back. We don't have enough. We actually, no, before we go back, sorry. Before we go back, I actually need to sell something else. I don't want to sell this. I really don't, but I need to. And the reason for that is because I need to get to that 40. So I'm going to sell a little bit of this. Just 500 there. All right, now I can get my cook. So the cook was important for me to get the food because that was my bottleneck. I actually don't have enough at the moment. See, I'm out of food. I need to wait. I can't recruit my squad because I need my cook and I need food for that. So I could spend some gold to get some more food again, or I could just wait for my villagers to come back. My villagers shouldn't be too long, so we're just going to wait for them to come back. All right, and then my farmers actually need to rest as well. So that's another thing they're going to need to do. So I need to rest them. They're going to take some food as well. I'm actually going to go back to the marketplace. I'm going to sell, just to speed this process up, I'm actually going to sell a bit more wood. So if I go ahead and sell some more wood, because I've got enough anyway, I can then go ahead and buy some food. Alright, so that's going to cost me 9 to buy that, but I'm going to get 300 food by doing that. Alright, and I've got enough gold as well. So now I can actually go back. I can get the cook. And now we've got that process. So we've just got over that kind of initial hump that was holding us back. So now I can recruit. Now I can make food. Alright, excellent. So what I can do now, click on the cook. The cook can do this. The cook can make grain. The cook can also make bread, but needs milk. We don't have milk. And we're not going to have milk, so forget bread. Alright, the next thing I can do is turn grain to food. Alright, so grain to food. Now, I've got some grain at the moment. But I don't actually have enough. So I don't have enough grain. But I can get the farmers. Let's actually just grab the farmers out. They can go and harvest the wheat from this field. And then once they've done that, rather than selling it now, I can actually instead turn it into food if I need to. So if I need money, I can sell it. If I need food, I can make food. There's also an event in progress, so let's go and see what's happening. While out picking fruits in a nearby forest, a group of villagers stumbled across a rare berry bush. So this is different outcomes. This is only one possible outcome. There should be more bushes around. Only one possible outcome. Let's have a look. Our squad found multiple new berry bushes. Plus 40 food. Nice. Happy days. So it cost me 100 wood, but I got the food instead. Alright, now I don't need another cook. I could make some grain if I wanted to. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to make grain first, don't I? Sorry, I apologise. I need to go here first. So I need to I need to be able to take the cost of this wheat. So this is the cost of it to make grain, okay? It's going to cost me 70 wheat, and it's going to cost me 13 tools. And that's going to make the grain, and I can turn that grain into food then. Alright, so I go to the granary. So I have to go to the windmill first. I have to turn the wheat into grain. Then in the granary, I can turn the grain into food. I can't do bread. I can't make bread. and I can't turn bread to food. So the only thing I can do at the moment is make grain, and I can grain to food. Now, I would typically miss this step. I would avoid this. I wouldn't even really bother getting a cook at the start. If you can get away with it, going straight to hunter. Hunter's going to be better for you, and that's actually where we want to be. But I can't do hunter until we get to that place. So we need that building to be able to do that. So we still need to do this stuff. So I need to refine this wood. So this lumberjack needs to go and refine for me, because then that's going to allow us to get to that next stage. Alright, we've got some food now, so that's good. So this lumberjack can go and rest. Right, the cook is resting, so the cook can now make grain. No, we don't have enough grain. We're still waiting, aren't we? They're just coming back now. There we go. So now make grain. So we click down here, click on a windmill, and confirm. Okay, so now the cook is cooking. Great. Now we could obviously go and sell that. And if we went to the marketplace to see what that would sell for, if we went to marketplace, you can see we can actually sell the grain as well. So I would get 10 for the grain, or I'd only get 7. If I was to sell the wheat at the moment, I would only get 7. But if I was to sell the grain, I would actually get 10. So just bear that in mind. And you need to work out what's good and what's bad. And it varies. Alright, so back into here. And again, we're doing this with just one. We haven't spent any money on this game at the moment. This is completely free. So that's why it's taking such a long time, because I wanted to show you this. If you were to have bought the battle pass and extra heroes, you would be flying. And an hour into this game, you'd probably be already close to, if not unlocking this second land by now. You'd definitely be at level 2, if not level 3. But remember, when you open up level 3, you've got invasions coming in. So you need to make sure that at that point, our builders need to rest. So let's get our builders resting, because they need to do that. Alright, refine 50 stone bricks into a mine. So now, okay, we can get the miners, do the refining. They can work on that. These miners can carry on. We can get these guys out as well. Alright, so miners, stone mining here. There we go. And this one can do the same, stone mining here. Alright, and we've got the lumberjacks out, so working, and working, great. Well, this one's resting, to be fair. Builder is resting, villager is working, great. Farmer is resting, so we can go ahead and get the farmer in the fields. And there's another event in progress. Let's see what's going on. Lumberjacks working in the forest have accidentally set ablaze. Oh, I don't have 200 tools. I need to let it burn. We got 250 food, but we lost 400. So we did get 250 food, which was good, and we lost 400. That's actually a good. That was good, even though I said it was bad. It was actually good. Worked out quite well for us, because we needed the food more than we needed the wood at the moment. So okay, good. Right, so now the cook is resting because the cook has done all they can. I can now get them to turn a grain into food. So if I click on this, they would then take that. They'll take the 20 grain. They'll turn it into food with some tools. Great. And they'll continue doing that until it's finished, until they've run out. Or until they either run out of energy or they run out of resources. Now here, look, wheat costs minus 10% and grain production is plus 10%, which is why we want these at the moment, because we've got these buffs. That's why we're doing this. Alright. So this lumberjack's resting, we can send them out. Just looking down the list and seeing, making sure everyone's doing something. That's the main thing at the moment. If I click on buildings, I can see if any of my buildings are damaged. They'll be red if they are. I can also change where my, if I wanted to, where my hero is. But at the moment, we're in a good place. So the builders there, they're chilling. Alright, we're going to see what we can build next. So we want to build this hunting lodge, but we need to build a forge to unlock it. So there we go, we must have a forge. So, building a forge, we'll just do one. And then we can do the hunting lodge. So, This is the way that I would recommend you go for your food production. Because as it comes down to hunters, you're actually going to be making yourself 2 hunters. And then they're going to be able to protect your farm. So the idea here is you're going to have eventually 2 builders. But you're going to have 3 miners, 3 lumberjacks, 2 builders, 2 hunters. That's the way that I would do this. And you've got 1 cook, 1 farmer, 1 villager. You've only got to remember 15 that you can have available at the moment. So this is almost built. We don't have enough grain at the moment, so that's fine. That means the cooker's finished. Nothing else they can do. That's fine. The cook can just chill. But we've got 700 food now, so we're in a good place. So let's just recover the cook because, you know, get the stamina back up. Farmers need to carry on, so farmers can go and seed this. So we're going to get the farmers to seed both of these. And then they can rest. The villager's going to need to rest in a minute, but we've got loads of food, so we're okay at the moment. We're not bothered about food right now. But again, we don't have anything to sell right now, so as long as everyone's working, that's the main thing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need to consider, now we've got this forge. So the builder can actually make tools. That will give them 10 to 20. Oh, they can't do it here anymore. Oh, so they have to do it here. Okay, so they're able to make tools in the foreman house until they've got a forge, and then they do it there. But you need the forge in order to make the hunter's lodge, which makes sense. All right, so there we go. We finished another one. We got some more tools. That's great, and that one's finished. This is what I meant about because we've already done this stuff. It's telling us what to do. We've already done it. All right. So the windmill done. Now we need to recover stamina 3 times. We've also got an event in progress, so we'll click on that. Miners demanding better working conditions. Agreed to their demands, which cost 5 gold. High risk, high reward. Different outcomes. Positive outcome is likely. Alright, well let's do it. We'll spend 5 gold. Miners return to work and increased motivation 300. Whee! So we spent 5 gold and we got 300. Another mission accomplished, which is great. Fully repair 3 buildings, so we need to do that next. So we can send the builders out to do that in a minute. We need some gold. Gold is definitely the bottleneck right now for us. So we need to consider getting some more of that. And obviously the builders as well. So we need to send the builders out. So we'll just let this builder get a bit more energy. Alright, and we're going to stop them. And then we're going to send them out to work. And we're going to send them out now. We're not going to get a cow pen. We're not going to bother with it. And we don't need a second forge. We're going to go for a hunting lodge. Hunting lodge. Alright, so that goes over here. Alright, the builders will do that. And then the builders can relax. They can recover. Farmers are resting now. So let's actually get the farmers in to rest. Whilst the crops are growing. And while the crops are growing, they can rest. And then they can come out and continue. Because that's our gold bottleneck at the moment, and that's how we're making our gold. So what we'll do is the wheat, we'll put the wheat into the windmill into the granary, and that's our food. And then the hunter will be able to get the meat, and then really on the marketplace, depending on what's better, we'll either sell the meat, or we'll sell the wheat, or we'll sell the grain. So that's going to be what we'll sell, depending. We're not making milk and we're not making bread because we don't have any cows. We're just not going to bother with that. There's no point. Alright, another event in progress. There's so many events going on at the moment. Lumberjacks report find an unusual number of rotten trees. Only 1 possible outcome. Positive outcome is likely. Only 1 outcome. Is there a way to use this strange growth? Further study, the fungus caused rotting in the trees. Wow, 40 food and 5 gold. Nice. Alright, perfect. So we was able to do that, which is good. So just looking at what's going on there. So, okay, working but needs energy. We've got enough food to get energy, so that's good. This builder needs to rest, so the builder can rest now. Send the builder home to rest. And now we can go to recruiting squads. We can make a hunter, but we need gold for the hunter now. So this is where our bottleneck really comes into play. We need hunters, and then we need the extra builders. That's where we're stuck. So the farmers are working. That's great. We've got a few things that we can sell. So let's head over to the marketplace and have a look. We need to just get some grain in first, though. So the farmers are refreshed now, pretty much. This will be their last bit to refresh. And then they can get back to work. Alright, so we'll do both fields one at a time. Everyone else is working. Great. And so now the villager, we need to make sure the villagers rest as well. So not only are they resting, not only are they at rest, but they're actually recovering. Which is the vital part to this. Otherwise, they're going to be sitting there with no energy. Alright, so now we're going to get, if we clicked 500 wheat, which we're probably going to do now actually, we'll get another 10 gold. We'll get on to our next mission. We need to fully repair 3 buildings. So it's the builders that are going to be able to do that for us. And keeping an eye on this, we've only got 3,000 wood total supply, so we can actually go to the marketplace right now and sell some wood. It's not a bad idea because, again, we need that money. The money is the bottleneck at the moment, and even though we're only selling it for 8, we're not getting a lot for it. We do actually need some of that money. So also we don't have enough wheat at the moment to do that. We need 80 of that. We don't have enough of that for the moment. So at the moment, the only way we're going to get our money right now is by selling this. We can also, we could actually also sell our processed, but again, we don't really want to be selling this if we can help it. It's not in our interest to sell this. We do need the money, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to sell 100 of those. Again, we're going to sell another 500 of those. Then we're going to look at our stone. Again, not ideal, but we do need this money at the moment, and we can't actually sell this. This isn't being sold today, so I will do one more of these. Alright. Food we're not going to sell. It's not worth it. Pay 10 to buy it and sell it for 7. So you really don't want to be selling anything on the left-hand side if we can help it. Like, it's not ideal. But also we don't want to be stuck in a bottleneck where we're trapped because we don't have enough gold. So, right. We don't have enough tools. That's fine. So these builders, we'll get the builders out. They can start making some more tools. But they can make it from both locations. So they make 10 to 20 there. Oh, 10 to 20 there. So it actually doesn't matter where they do it. The cook's not doing anything, so that's fine. Farmers are resting. Well, that's okay. They can... Oh, we don't have enough tools. Okay, so they need tools. So the builders are going to make tools, which is great. And then they'll be able to do this. So, yep. Because there's a cost to it. So we just grab a few tools. And then we've got everything we need. So everyone else is working. The lumberjacks are resting at the moment. So this lumberjack can go out and cut wood. The other two can actually rest because they've got no energy left. So we'll put those in the houses. Okay, everyone else is good. The cook is chilling. So the cook's not actually doing anything at the moment. So wasn't actually any need to get the cook at this stage. And because we need the wheat, and the wheat's the thing that we're stuck on at the moment, we need to wait for the farmers. Right, farmers are almost done. 3 more seconds. Oh, no, they're still going. I think they've got one more section. Yep, 20 seconds there, and then we'll do that, and then we'll be able to harvest that, and then harvest that one, and that's all done then. So, good. Right, these villagers can go back out and get some more food. So just keep them going. And again, still very, very slow process to do this. But we need to get this upgrade. So we need to also look. I tend to work from the right to the left because this is more important. So we have 300 of these, which is good. But we need 300 of these, which means we need to send a lumberjack in to refine 300 wood. So we can just bear that in mind that we're going to have to do that. And then, yeah, 2 of them are regenerating at the moment. So when they're done, we'll put 1 of them in the lumber mill. And then we'll send the others out. We've got enough food. We've got everything else is good. All right. So now it is just a case of waiting for that gold. I think the builders can stop now. We can stop the builders from doing that. They don't need to do that anymore. In fact, we can look at what they can build or what they need to build. We actually need to fully repair 3 buildings to get another bonus going there. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and just click repair. We can repair any building. This one's on 400, so we'll do this one. If we look down the list, it will tell you if anything needs repairing. We can just go ahead and repair them. You can actually, if you hover over them, it tells the HP. Everything else is okay at the moment. Okay. So not really much else you can do. You could have this on a separate screen if you wanted to. You can go up to your game settings. You can come down to video, change it into windowed if you wanted to. And if you did that, you can then drag it onto a second screen or make it smaller so that you can continue doing other stuff. All right, so that's 1 building almost repaired. We'll take our builders, 10 seconds on that, and then they'll be finished. Our farmers are now chilling, so we'll get our farmers to do the rest of the wheat. And that means we'll have collected 500 wheat, so that will now be done. All right, the miners need to rest, so we'll bring the miners back now to chill out. So we just rested the lumberjacks. They're now done. So now we're going to bring the miners back. And then we'll send the lumberjacks out to work. So remember, we're going to send 1 in here because we need that wood. And the other one can go out here to grab this. This builder is resting, but what I need to do is recover the builder. Actually, no, I don't at the moment. We don't. We need to... Let's do the repairs first. We can do the repairs first. So we can just repair a house. It doesn't matter. It is going to cost 5. I mean, that one actually isn't that bad at the moment. We'll repair this house. Wait a second. Which one was it? 570 is that one. So we're going to repair this house. Can't repair it if someone's in it. You want to wait until it's quite low, but not too low. Because you are going to waste 5 energy. But also, I just want to get these 3 building repairs done. So the next one I do will be this one. This one here. Okay. So the cook's still chilling. I could actually send a cook now to make grain if I wanted to. So they'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so we'll do that. Still got a lot of food. We're good. We've got some tools. We're okay at the moment. And again, you've got time. You can stay in this perpetual cycle right now without getting attacked, without having any outside influence. There's no PvE or anything like that at the moment. So you're very much just relaxing at this stage until you upgrade this house to level 3. So nothing to worry about at this stage. Alright, mission accomplished. Here is your well-deserved reward. Alright, collect 500 food. So collecting 500 food. So that's going to just tick over as the villagers keep doing that. And also as the windmill happens. That's going to happen. You can see that's happening now. Fully repair 3 buildings. That's almost done. We'll just get the builders to do 1 last building. Oh, sorry, just continue that. So I think what we'll do here is we'll stop these miners. And then we'll repair this house. Yep, so we'll stop them. And then we'll get the builders just to repair this house. Now, it doesn't really need repairing too much, but I just want to finish this task. And then the 500 food, which we're doing as well, that's cool, because that's going to allow us to collect those resources. Farmers need to continue, so they can do the second field. Always got to keep those farmers on the go. Keep an eye on them. So they've always got something to do. And this miner is resting, so we'll get the miner out. Okay. They're going out to the rock. Okay, mission complete. And the next one, mission complete as well. Recruit 5 squads. We've already done that. Build a cow pen. Okay, so we didn't want to do that, but now we're kind of stuck. We have to for the next stage, but we're not going to hire anyone for it. We're just going to build it. So that's fine. Again, if we recruit, we're waiting for the hunter, which we need that 100 gold for at the moment. So that's where we're kind of stuck at the moment. The cook's working, so that's good. Farmer's working. Everyone else is working. This miner. We can put the miner in to do some refining work. That's fine. Good. So far, so good. Alright, so whilst we're waiting, because there's nothing else we can do at the moment, rather than being bored, we'll go to the we'll go to here and have a look and see what we've got. The missions. I'm sure there's a few more we've completed. We'll just tick all those off. There's the 500 experience. I'll go to the marketplace. There's 600 experience. 655 experience. Alright, let's go back and have a look at those rewards. We've unlocked some stone. Now look, if I click that, this reward will put you over your stone limit for 1,258. So we do not want to do that. We're going to cancel it and wait. Okay, we could go and sell some stone in the marketplace. But it's telling us we have too much stone. Now we do actually need some money. So why don't we go and see if we can sell some stone, even though we won't get much money for it. And this is why gold is so limited at the moment. We're only going to get 7 for this, right? But we could go ahead and sell 2,000 stone. That's going to give us 28 gold. We could also sell... We're only going to get 9 if we sell that, so... we're going to go ahead and do that as well. We'll sell that, because that's going to give us another 9. Alright, we need to sell a bit of wood as well. So we'll go ahead and sell 2 lots of wood. And that is going to give us our 100 gold coins that we needed. So now we can go back. We've kind of got to that next stage. So let's first of all, before we do anything else, hire or recruit our new squad. Okay, so recruit our new squad. We're going to bring in a hunter, recruit them. Okay. Now they can go and hunt and they will bring us some food. 5 to 20. Alright, or go to the hunting lodge and turn me into food. Alright, so they can do that as well. So we've got enough food at the moment, so we're going to send them out hunting. So we send them out there. Takes 4 tools. They come out with 5 to 20 meat. Alright, so now we've moved over to the meat. Great. So now what do we need to do? Well, we need the builders to rest. That's very important for them, so we'll send them over there. We need to build a cow pen. We need to collect 500 food. We're at 79 at the moment. Now, we're collecting food from the hunter as well now, so perfectly timed to be able to do this. And we've got a much, much better source of food now. We've also got an event in progress, so we'll just click that. The mine is starting to cave. Run you fools, keep mining, reinforce. We're going to reinforce the cave. We're just going to reinforce it. 150 stone and 10 gold. Nice. Good. Good that we do that. Okay, so food's going. Cow pen will happen in a minute once we've got 20 energy from the builder. The farmers are resting. We don't like that. We need to get them working. So we'll put them in the field. Don't know what they're doing all the way over there. This lumberjack needs to rest. That's fine. We've got enough food now that we don't need to worry. That limitation that we had with the food initially kind of isn't there anymore. So now we can just, when they need to rest, we just rest them. Okay, so now everyone's working or resting. The cook can continue now. So we could make grain. We can continue to do that to make grain. Or we can turn a grain to food. So now we've got the grain, we're going to turn a grain. So again, it's going to keep using up the grain. It's going to cost 70 grain, but it's going to give us 20 to 30 bags as a reward. So what we need to think about here is what would happen if we were to sell this. So in order to sell this, we would actually need to sell 200 wheat. Yeah? 200 wheat. So let's go and have a look at what we need to sell. This is where you need to start working out the differences. So if we go to the marketplace and look at the limits that what you can sell. Now, if we sell this, we sell 200 wheat or we sell 80 grain. And we're getting pretty much the same gold for it. Look at this. Highest is 13, lowest is 9. Current price is 9. It's not worth selling this. Look at this one. Highest is 9, lowest is 7. Yeah, so we could get 13 for this. So it's worth holding on for because we're going to get almost double. Whereas the minimum we'll get, the highest we'll get for this is 9. The highest we'll get for this is 13. So it makes more sense to sell this. Now, we sell this in 80. Right, so now we need to look at, okay, so 280. Okay, good. Let's go back to our farm. So 200 wheat or 80 grain. So now let's look at what does it cost. Well, in order for us to be able to generate, we know that it's going to cost us 70, and that's going to give us 20 minimum, yeah? So 70, then if we did that again, it's 140, and again it's 210. So that's 3 times, and that's going to give us 60 reward, between 60 to 90. Between 60 to 90, but we know that we need 80 to sell, so is it beneficial for us to be able to upgrade this? Well, it depends on the yield, right? Maybe, maybe not. Because don't forget also we're spending energy and we're spending tools, so there's additional costs here. So it's not really beneficial to be making grain. It doesn't make sense to be making grain to sell it. However, if we look at food, we need food. It does make sense for us to make the grain, to turn it into food, to keep everyone. And that's where we need to look at, well, what's beneficial for us. Also, look at the food that we've got now. Look at the meat that we've got. So now let's go back and look at meat instead. So if we were to go to the marketplace and sell meat, all right, we're going to get between 7 and 8. That's it, 7 or 8. But we have to sell it in blocks of 50. So now we're starting to work out, well, okay, where do we get our money from? So milk gives us some money, but we need cows for that. Bread, not really. This is between 7 and 14 for the stone, for the rocks. And this is between 6 and 14. So these two are the ones we want to keep an eye on for selling. Yeah? Depending on the price. Is it the lowest or the highest price? So we need to keep an eye on it. These as well. Now, grain can be good if it's at 13. It could be worth selling if it's at 13. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. But these are the only 4 you'll want to sell. And I wouldn't recommend selling these 3. And you're not going to sell this stuff even now. You might get 15 for these if they sell. Lowest is 7, highest is 15. Again, need to keep an eye on them. But the price will keep updating and so will the items. So just keep an eye on stuff. Remember, there's a limit on what you can sell each day as well. And remember, this is just one location. If I go somewhere else and I look in their marketplace, theirs is going to be completely different. So they're going to have completely different rates. But you do get the idea. Alright, with that being said, let's go back to our farm. We know that we need gold. Gold is definitely a choking point for us at the moment. And the reason for that, there's 2 events going on, okay. So, ignore the reports, different outcome. Only 1 possible outcome, 5 gold. Windmill's built to a higher standard. We get 30 grain and 50. Okay, nice. It's worth doing. Second event. A travelling bard offers to perform. Agree to his terms is 100 gold. High risk, high reward. Different outcomes. Politely decline. Usual farm routine continues undisturbed. Oh wow, so we got 50 milk out of that. Amazing. That was actually a really good outcome. Sometimes that's negative, but that was actually really good. Alright, let's have a look at the missions. So not only do we have these missions that we're doing, but also we've got the marketplace missions that we're doing to get experience. See, this one we got 3 times this because we sold so much. We need more tools. We'll go and get them. We also now have the events. Look, we've done all of these events. So now, because of that, we haven't got the other ones yet. We're at 825 experience already. So now going back, look, we have the ability to open this up. So now we've just picked up all of that stone. And we can also pick up all of this food. So we picked up all that food as well. So there we go. We're almost there. If we get up to 1,000, we're going to get 200 gold. As soon as we get up to 1,000, which we're nearly there. As soon as we get up to there, we'll be able to get our extra hunter. which we need, and our extra builder. That's our hunter and our builder there. Just by checking, got to make sure I'm right. I think I am. No, it's 200. All right, so it's just the hunter. I think the builder's 100. Yeah, 100 for the builder and 200 for the hunter. So, all right, now these farmers, they need to continue. So we're going to get these crops down. This hunter's resting, so we're going to send the hunter back out again. Okay. We also need the builders who've now rested to make some more tools. So we'll send them in to make tools. We've got a few tools. These miners, yeah, we can send them out. Now remember, these can just be mining, making all of that for us that we can then go ahead and... Because these are at 2.7 now, we've nearly maxed this out, right? These guys are resting. This guy needs to actually rest. The cook can make food. Oh, we've got so much stuff now as well. We can actually sell some of that grain if we need to. In fact, we've got so much of that grain through those rewards that we just picked up that if we go to the marketplace, providing on the price, if it's a good price. See, that's not actually a good price at the moment. This one's a low price as well. Yeah, everything's a really bad price at the moment, but 4 minutes it updates. So we'll come back in 4 minutes and we'll have a look. We'll see what's happening. We could go and look somewhere else. That one's 9. That one's not bad actually, that's 11. So we could actually sell that if we wanted to them, and they'd have to travel though. So we'd have to wait like half an hour till we got it. But that's definitely the most popular one, which means we could sell that. But we're going to keep that because that's going to be our food supply at the moment. We're gonna wait and see. But again, different locations. Selling that for 11. That one's selling for 7, so it's not worth it. See, that one, the highest price is low, so yeah. You've got to know what the ranges are. This one 12. Price 12 at the moment is quite good for this. We could do that and make 23 back, but we are going to have to send it off. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. It's not a bad price. So we're going to go ahead and sell 2 lots of that. But travel cost is also 4 food and 1 tool, and it's going to take half an hour to get that. But we're going to do it anyway, so you can see how it works. So now you can see here travel progress. All right, so we won't get that back until it comes back. So we have to wait for it. It costs us a little bit extra, but that way we can interact with other places. And the further out you go, the more it costs. All right, so in the purpose of this video, we're now an hour in. In fact, we're an hour and a half in. We're an hour and a half into this. Stone capacity is currently insufficient. Build a warehouse. All right, so now we need to build that warehouse, all right? So we'll go ahead and do that. Because we've reached that stone. Fresh tracks, a large pack of wolves. Hunt them down. Let's hunt them down. Oh, we lost 15 wood. The wolves. Oh dear. We didn't get to kill the wolves, that's a shame. Alright, we'll have another event going on though. Your squad suggests a new technique. Alright, we'll try it. Villagers are overjoyed. We've got 10 gold and 80 tools. Nice. We also used up some of that stone because we was at capacity. So because we're at capacity right now, let's just stop these tools because we've got enough tools now. So now let's actually use the builders instead to build. Okay, we need to build a cow pen because that's what it's telling us to do. So we'll go ahead and build it. Just goes there. And then we can build ourselves a warehouse. So we're just following the guides when it tells us to do stuff. We're not gonna actually recruit for it. Because we don't need the cow herd or the military at the moment. We're not going to recruit these two just yet. We're going to go for... We want the second hunter. But I think we can probably go for the second builder as well. That's kind of our focal point right now. And collecting 500 food. We're halfway there. Alright, so these miners can carry on. Again, we'll get these to just keep going. Right, this lumberjack needs to rest. This miner could do with resting. This lumberjack can go out to here, because if you look at what we need, if we're going to upgrade, again, look, we need 300. We don't quite have enough, so we're going to need that. We also need 300 tools and then 3,000 of each of these. So you can see what we need to do. Now, we don't have enough capacity, so we need a warehouse before we can upgrade the foreman house. So that's going to come next. So the build is almost finished. Now that's been built. Mission accomplished. Right, we'll make a horse and we'll go for the advanced stuff again like we did before. Excellent, but we're not going to use this at the moment, so we'll just leave it there for next time. But now we're going to build. And we're actually limited on what we can build now. We can build a bakery. We're not going to. Because bakers convert grain and milk into delicious bread. But we haven't got milk, and we're not going to make milk at the moment. So we don't need that. So a bakery is a bit worthless at the moment. We've already got a forge. We don't need a second one right now. But we do need a warehouse. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a warehouse. Chuck that up the top there out of the way. And that's going to give us some more storage space, which is very important. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Alright, the farmers. We need to make sure the farmers are continuing. So they need to go and sort their crops out. The hunter is working, but going to be resting in a minute. That's good. So we've got enough meat, which is nice. The cook is resting. We've got enough food, so we're okay for that at the moment. Good. So we're in a good place right now. So we just need that gold. Now we need the 500 food. We need to build a warehouse, which we're building. So that's fine. So whilst we're waiting for that to build, it won't take long. We'll go into here. And we're just going to check our missions. Okay, the first mission, and that's it. And then these two. Right, 855. We need 1,000, so we've still got a bit of time to go. Now, if we had the battle pass, we'd already be there. So again, just shows you how much quicker you can get there from having not only all of the additional resources from the battle pass. Alright, this one's done. Build a hunting lodge. We've already done that. Build a bakery. Alright, so that's next on our list. So we said we didn't want to build a bakery just yet. We wanted to build the warehouse first. The builder needs to rest. So when the builder's at 20, we'll get the bakery out. And then once that's built, again, we're not going to hire. Oh, we've got the cook anyway, so we could use the cook. But we're not going to have the milk because we're not going to have a cow herd. We're limited on squads at the moment. If anything, I would rather have an extra miner and an extra lumberjack. Because our focus initially is just really on maximizing as much as we can in terms of resources. Look, we need more wood and we need more stone. That's where we're currently struggling at the moment. So we need the hunters, because hunters are important for us. The hunters get the food, and then we've got the lumberjacks and the miners. That's our focus. So anything else at the moment is really more than anything just a distraction. And the only thing we want is the grain at the moment is enough when it's good. We don't need to worry about the wheat is enough at the moment to sell. So we don't really need to worry about anything else. So this food's coming in. The villager, we need to make sure the villager rests. That's important. The hunter needs to also rest. That's important. We've got no food coming in at the moment. That's cool. The farmer needs to continue. Do that. This miner can go out. And the lumberjack can go out as well. And we'll just go and some more wood. Perfect. All right, everyone's working. Great. Great news. All right, let's go and have a look in the marketplace because that's now going to reset. 7 minutes left. It's going to have changed. Okay. So now, look, grain is now selling for 14, which is a high price. And we've got a lot of grain. So we're going to sell as much of that as we can. Look, we're going to get 90 gold for that. If we could sell 720. We don't actually have that much. But we can sell 400. Right, that's going to give us 50 gold. This one's not very high at the moment. Red's not very high. This is massive. Look at that. That's at 15. That's at 15. We can only sell 4 lumps of it though. But we're going to go ahead and sell all of that. Because that's 60 gold for us. Which is really high for us. So that one's really good. And also look at the meat. That we can sell 50 meat for 15. We're going to go ahead and do that as well. So we've just sold a lot of the resources that we had. Except for the grain. The grain's worthless now. This is where it would be better. See, now that's down to 10. Price is 10. It was at 14. Okay, so got to keep an eye on the price. Price goes up and down. We've got to watch it. Right, that's the price at the moment. But we got a good price there. So we've got 144, which is great. We need a bit more. Because remember, we need 200. And so we're not quite there yet. But we are selling stuff, which is great because that means in the missions, the marketplace, we're finishing these. We're almost at 200. We need 90 more experience, yeah? So earn a little bit more gold, spend a little bit more gold. If we spend a little bit more gold as well, all right, we'll be able to do that. Complete local trades 30 times. We'll get some more from that as well. Complete cross-regional trades 1 time. We're about to do that. Buy wood in the marketplace. If I buy 500 wood in the marketplace, I get 10 experience. So by getting 10 experience, I'm actually getting myself closer to getting that extra gold. So yeah, I don't need to do that, but you can see the different things you can do. Right, nothing else to do here at the moment, so the rest of the stuff here is just to generate wheat. I need to generate a little bit more wheat, generate food. I'm not going to do bread or anything like that, but as I keep doing this consistently, as you can see, I'm getting the experience there as well. So we're very close to that 1,000. And I do believe it's possible to do it within 2 hours. We're at 1 hour 40 at the moment. We've been pretty efficient. There's been a couple of moments where we're not, but pretty efficient. Obviously, there's definitely some things we could be doing better. These farmers need to be resting. So we'll just get them to rest. These hunters need to be out hunting for food. We've got enough food, so we're okay. This villager can go out and get some food as well. Nice. The builders. What are we building at the moment? So, okay, we need to build. We need to build a bakery. So we'll go ahead and do that. Get a bakery in. That's going to give us another 10 gold. Oh no, sorry, that's the food. This is going to give us another bit more resources. But we can go and see if that sells. Because then the... if we go into the marketplace, sorry. Alright, let's go to the world and go to the marketplace. Alright, that's selling for 10. Still 7. Still selling for 15 there. So meat's great at the moment. That as well. I can only... I've got no more limit on that, so I can't sell anymore because I've hit my daily limit. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we need to leave that for now. But yeah, price updates in 3 minutes. Items refresh in an hour, so yeah. Cool. We'll leave that. And we're going to head back to our farm. So another 20 minutes in this video. We're going to see how far we can push this within 2 hours. There we go. We finished that. Recover stamina 10 times. Well, that's going to happen naturally as people start resting. So that's fine. Collecting 500 food. Well, that's happening as well. The hunters, we can get them to make some food as they come back. It's fine. Farmers are working. Okay, let's send them out. They can grow some food. So we need to get the cook working. So we actually have some milk. We actually do have some milk. So we could make some bread because we've got milk. We wouldn't normally have this, but we got it from a quest that we did. So we could actually do this. It's going to cost 20 milk, but we could actually make some bread. And that's actually one of our quests that we need to do to get some experience. So we're going to use that milk up to get that 10 experience. And whilst everyone else is working, the miner needs to rest. And everyone else is working. So that's great. Oh, this builder's resting. So what else can we build? Well, we need to build another warehouse, a second warehouse. So we can go ahead and do that. Because we're going to need it anyway. We will need a second warehouse. So we'll get that built. And then after that second warehouse is built, the only other thing I think we're going to need is to level up. So leveling up is probably going to be the biggest challenge for us. So we need 2 warehouses and a granary at level 4. That's what we need. So we're building our second warehouse. We've got our granary. We've pretty much finished the buildings now. We're done at that point. So we don't really need to level up any other building. Like, we don't need to level anything else up. So I think the best thing at the moment is going to be to sell the meat, use the hunters to to sell meat and wheat while we can. Well, I think wheat, the cook will make grain for food, and the hunters are going to farm meat to sell for gold. That's the way that I would probably do this. But again, it definitely depends. Definitely depends on the marketplace and how the marketplace is. So I think the things that we're going to focus on upgrading, because now we've built everything. Now we're at the stage where we need to focus on upgrading. So we need to upgrade our lumber mill. We need to upgrade our stone mine. We're going to need to upgrade our forge, our warehouses, and our granaries in unison. So that's all going to happen with our foreman house. So right now, in order to upgrade, because we need to get this to level 5. So the first thing we can do is get it to level 2. That means I need to now, I've got these resources. I now need some more, I can use the builders now to make some more tools, right? Because tools are running out. So let's go ahead and make some more tools. Right, we don't have enough grain, that's fine. So now we can go ahead and make some more bread. I was just using the milk that we had there, so that was fine. Alright, get these farmers going again. Keep them constantly on the go. So just working down the list. Everyone's working good. Alright, we've done everything we can do. Just check into here just to see. Maybe. It might be close. 975. Wow, 975. We're very close. Very close. Upgrade foreman house to level 2. Well, that's we've kind of naturally progressed. This is the great thing about a good introduction tutorial, which is what I feel this is it kind of, you can just follow this and it will naturally progress you towards where you need to be. Now, we haven't got distracted with villagers or other things that we don't need at the moment. We're kind of on track, which is great at the moment. We're going to need 300 of these tools. We need to keep those going. We need some more stone and wood, so we'll keep those going. We want to get that extra hunter out. That's important for us. There we go. We got that. So that's the 500 food. That extra 10 coins is good. All right, excellent. So now refine 500 wood planks. Well, that's easy. We're already doing that, so we can continue to do that. This lumberjack needs to rest. So we'll do that. These two are working, which is great. So we'll refine that now, and that's going to give us the additional 30 gold there. And now all we need to do is upgrade this house. So what do we need to do to upgrade this house? Well, we need 300 tools, which we're working on. Then we just need the wood and the stone. And this is where now you're going to start to benefit from having these lumberjacks and these miners. This is where it's going to start to benefit. If you had wasted gold on setting up villagers and then you had to dismiss the squad, you'd lose that gold. And also, you'd have been stuck. You wouldn't have had, you know, you'd have wasted, like yes, all right, okay, you would have had some additional food, but the limitations on the food weren't great enough as opposed to what the cost would have been with the limitation of gold. The limitation of gold is really what's going to hold you back at this stage of the game, and that's where I feel like if you're going to progress to level 2 as quickly as possible, that's where you're going to need to, at most, that's where you're going to need to have all of these miners and lumberjacks to get you to the next stage. That's going to be your biggest bottleneck. So, okay, where we are right now, the cook is resting. That's fine. We can actually send the cook to rest. That's okay. Because look, one of the things we need to do right now is make sure that everybody has stamina and there's enough food. Okay, so the farmer's good. The farmer can go out and farm the field whilst this one's growing. Do this one. All right, this miner can go out and get some more stone for us. And the builder needs to rest. All right, so we'll put the builder into rest. Cool. Everyone's working. We're good. Now, the villager's running out of energy, but we have enough food, so we're not worried. But we do need to make sure we rest the villager. And again, we're not going to waste our time. We could do a cowherd. Oh, cowherd, sorry. But there's no point. it's going to cost us 60 gold. We don't want to waste 60 gold. All right, yes, we can do some extra stuff, and it's cool, but we just don't want it. We don't need it right now. Looking at the buildings. Buildings are okay. They don't need repairing just yet. That's fine. Villagers are okay. Everyone's good, apart from this lumberjack that needs to rest. Cool. Everyone's working. Now, it's worth checking, because we might be close. Not quite there yet. But we could go to the marketplace. So look, we just need to earn an extra 15 gold, and we get that that experience there. And we need to spend 50 gold on purchases. I'm not going to spend 50 gold. Buy any resource 5 times. 7 more trades. Okay. So there's definitely some more stuff I need to do. But if I head over to the marketplace and look at what's happening, that price is quite low at the moment. That price has gone down to the lowest at the moment. I don't really want to sell. I can't sell that anyway. I mean, the lowest is 12, the highest is 15, but it's still not bad. And if we get 2 more of the meat, we can sell that. Still a good price. The price is going to update in 4.5 minutes, but yeah, we can go ahead and sell one of those. We'll get some more coming in just a sec. There you go. Oh, I thought we just come in. It's, it'll be there in a sec. So I'm pretty sure now we should have... Yep. Sell meat in the marketplace, 100. Alright, so we got that one. Oh, look, we're so close. The next trade that we do, once we've got that 2 meat, we're just 2 meat short. Let's go back to the farm. See how our hunter's doing. Make sure our hunter is hunting. Yep, the hunter is working, but I think this is probably the last one coming back. So then the hunter needs to rest. So that's good. Farmers are resting, so let's just check them out. Get them doing that. Right, this miner needs to rest. So now you can see just becoming more efficient now. Keeping an eye on everything. This villager needs to rest. Very important. Alright. Builder is resting. And there's nothing really else that we need the builder to do at the moment. Everything's built. They can work on tools and repairing. So they're going to transition now from the building phase into the repairing phase. And now, as you can see, the building HP... everything's okay at the moment. But these houses, we'll need to upgrade these and work on these. We don't need to upgrade them now, but later we will. So for now, the cook. Cook's okay at the moment. We do have quite a bit of grain there. Quite a bit of wheat. We could make some grain. So we can go ahead and do that. The hunter needs to rest. There's nowhere for the hunter to rest. So I'm actually going to stop the builder. Because the builder's almost done. And the hunter, I really want the hunter resting. It's important. Right, so now the builder's out. So let's check out with the builder. What do we need to build? Well, there's only one more forge. It is the last thing to build. We may as well just build it. We don't really need it, but we just build it anyway and it's done. Because then it's done. It's finished. And then they're going to go on tools. And that's every building done now that we've completed this area. Alright, so now we just need to make sure we got enough to level up. So checking through here, this lumberjack. Now, this is what we need to do now. Refine 500 wood planks. So we need to keep this refining. This has to just keep refining now. So we're going to keep this lumberjack in there. This lumberjack's going to go out and chop some more wood down. And this one's going to rest. So we're going to start transitioning them around. Oh, now this building, look, you can see here, the building, I'm getting a 70% debuff, right? 70% debuff. And the reason for that is because this building, if you look at it, it's on 260 HP. So what I need to do, if I click on the buildings up here, look, you can see the house, look. See, the house been used so much, it's now red. So I can click on it, I can repair it. But I need the builder to be able to do that. So the builder's just finishing building. As soon as that building's finished, we'll repair this. Then we can carry on using it. Like we could use it now, but the debuff's just not worth it. Excellent. Okay. Right, so we're going to click on repair. Repair that house. Done. Right, the refined wood, that's being done. I'm pretty sure now, if we check on this, we should be done. There we go, 1,005. We just made it. Okay, excellent. So now back to rewards. And now we can go ahead and click on this and get that 200 gold that we needed. And now we're into the next stage. Now we've got 500 to go. So we've got a long way to go to the next experience level now. But we are going to get close to 500 gold here. So we're going to get some stone, some food, and then some gold, which are going to be nice. So yeah, we really want to get up to, and that we're not going to get that, unfortunately. That gold, we're not going to get till 2,000. So 2,000 experience to get that next gold push, which is double where we are now. All right, so we can now recruit and we can bring in a second hunter. Excellent. So the reason that we're not bringing in a cow herd at the moment is simply because it's just not efficient for us with the way that we're building, because we're scaling and growing. And we're not going to bring in military at the moment because they're going to provoke unwanted attacks and they're not really going to be efficient enough for us. The hunters can do the job for us, fending off the early attacks. And we're not even going to get attacked yet. We're not going to get attacked until level 3. So we don't even need this. Even if we do get it, we don't need it until level 3. So it's just not worth it for us. So yeah, this is a good... So we want an extra builder. Ideally, we want an extra builder, an extra miner, and an extra lumberjack. That's what I would work on. And then everything else can just stay as it is. We've got our 2 hunters. Alright, so these hunters can now go out. We'll send them both out. They're both at 40. Alright, so they can go out and hunt. Bring back the meat, and then we'll sell the meat for money. Alright, we've got the farmers that are working. They're doing the crops. The crops is what's going to keep us fed. That's it. So now we've got our food. The villager's rested as kind of a backup, but we'll use the villager for extra food as well, just to get us some extra food supply. Just so they're doing something. And yep, that's it now. All we need to do at this stage is just upgrade this house. And in order to do that, well, we need these tools. We can see we need the tools, so we'll get the builder on the tools. So builder can make tools. We can do that at Forge. And we've got enough. We've actually got enough to get the second builder. So recruit. We'll get that second builder in now as well, because we've got enough to do that. Excellent. And then that second builder can also make tools and do repairs and, you know, anything that we need. So at the moment, we'll just get them to make tools. So now we've got 2 lots of tools being made at the same time. So we only need to get up to 300 here, remember? And then we need to think about what we're going to recruit next. So either a lumberjack, which we need 74, or a miner, which again we need 74. So we're almost there with the gold. We're very close with the gold. We just need a little bit more. So those hunters, when they come in, there you go. Hunters are in now. We can go and have a look in the shop. See what that is going to be worth to sell. Is the meat worth anything? The meat is... Oh, it could have been worth 15. It's only worth 9 at the moment, unfortunately. What else is actually most popular? Most popular at the moment is this. Selling for 14 right now. Okay. I would not recommend selling this, however. However, that is quite good money. And I can always make that back. So I'm actually going to sell that right now. I'm going to bring it down just under 200. I need it at 300 because I need 300 of each. So I'm not going to sell any more of that, but that is 94. Tempted to sell a little bit more. Do you know what? I can make it back. I can make that back, so it's fine. So I'm actually going to sell some more. I wouldn't recommend doing this. It's not in your interest to do this, but I am interested in selling that. That's at 10 at the moment as well, which is quite good. Again, wouldn't recommend selling this. Can't sell this at the moment, so that's fine. That's only at 7, so we'll ignore that. That's 7 where it would be 14. Alright, so nothing else there is actually worth selling. The meat would be good if it was higher, but it's going to be worth more, so I kind of want to wait. I want to wait until it's worth more. I'm not going to get enough for it at the moment, so I can wait. So I'm good. So I could have a look somewhere else, go into a different marketplace, see what is the most popular right now. That's 18. It's selling for 14 right now. There we go, look. Can sell that. It would be 18. I'll sell it for 14 over there. This one's still traveling. It's 2 minutes left. So I'm going to get my 23 gold from that when it comes in. So that's going to put me up to 45. And then when that one comes in, it's going to put me over, which is going to be 31 minutes. But then that's going to put me at enough. In fact, I could actually do it here. If I go back to mine, and if I was just to sell, I need 10 gold, right? So if I just look at this at the moment, I only need to sell 2 of these for 160. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I don't recommend doing this. It's not good to do this. But the reason I'm doing it is because for the purpose of this video, I kind of want to push through quickly. So I'm going to be able to buy, if I go back now, in 2 minutes that gold's going to be in. And so that gold's going to allow me now to be able to buy my extra, or to upgrade my extra lumberjack and miner. And that's it. I'm at the stage. This is kind of where you want to get to. This stage. So this is 2 hours in. Okay, 2 hours in. And I wanted to get towards that upgrade for 2 hours. I do believe it's possible. Chickens have been laying eggs. So positive outcome is likely. Different outcome. High risk, high reward. Let's do this one. What do we get? 60. Okay. So we've got 60. So you choose what you want to do. That's fine. Farmers are resting. So let's get these guys out working. Alright. So miners are resting. Let's get these guys out. We need some more of this now. So I need them in there. So one in there working. He needs to actually rest. So he can go and rest. Lumberjacks are working. This lumberjack needs to rest. So that's fine. Okay, the builder needs to rest, so that's fine. Checking on food. Okay, that's going to use quite a bit of food up, but that's okay because we've got food going now as well. So, alright. And all the buildings are okay. Happy days. And again, we've done this without spending any money in the game. So, if you were to spend money in the game, you would be able to reduce this by about 60, possibly even 70%. You would be that much more efficient. But yeah, for now, this is fine. Alright, so we can bring in one more. So I think what we'll do initially, we'll go for the miner first. Because it looks like, if I look at what I've got, I'm struggling here. I'm going to need some more stone. Stone's actually worth quite a bit more. So I'll bring the miner in first. Right, the miner's in. So away we go. Now we also need to consider how much stone is remaining. And how much wood is remaining. We're okay at the moment. 100,000 of each. We're okay. We do need to bear in mind that we're gonna utilize that quite quickly, which is another reason why we want to get down to this second area, because there's another forest. There's also some more stones there. All right. That's it. Oh, we got our gold in as well now, so we can bring in our extra lumberjack. There we go. So now the squad is 15 out of 15. They are full. Everybody is... This is now set up. It's taken us 2 hours, but we are now set up for maximum efficiency. Alright. So now everyone's working. We're going to keep an eye on them, except for the cook. Cook's having a bit of a break, which is fine. This building is going to need repairing. So let's just check out what the builder's doing. We're going to stop this builder from making these tools. In fact... both builders right now, we can stop that. Well, this builder's resting, so that's fine. But this builder, what we're going to do is send this builder to repair this building. Now, you can't repair it if someone's in there. So if someone's in there, we need to stop them. So, I don't actually know who's in there. So that means I'm going to need to check. I think it could be the miner, or is it this builder? I don't know. I think it's this one. Okay, so we're going to stop that. Yes. No, wrong building. Okay, so that miner can go back in there. It must be this builder then. Oh, it was the builder. The builder was one of the resting. So we can use the builder that's there to repair it now. No, it wasn't that builder. Was it the villager? No, because they're working. Oh, maybe it's the cook. No, cook's over there. Must be the lumberjack. Must be the lumberjack. Let's send the lumberjack over there. And let's get the builder working. So it's a bit difficult. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll fix it and make it a bit better, the system. There we go. Let's repair that building. Excellent. Oh, we've got a load of meat. We don't need to sell it just yet. But now we can do that. We don't actually need any more gold. The only reason we needed the gold initially was to build out the squads. We have the squads now. So unless squads die and we need to reset them, we don't need any gold at the moment. We're over all of our bottlenecks. We've got food producing now. We've got enough wood. We've got enough stone. We've got enough storage space. So now we just need to work on upgrading. That's our goal now. All right, so the way that we're going to do this, just going to check the cook is there. Going to send a miner out. Going to keep everyone working now. So this builder is actually not doing anything at the moment. So this builder can rest for now, because that builder's fixing. Just to make sure that they're at 60 out of 60. We've got enough tools, because we only needed, for this one, we only needed, I think, for the upgrade, it was only 300 tools. So we've got that. We do need the stone bricks, though. So checking out the miners, I'm actually going to stop this miner from what they're doing. Because I want them refining stone, actually. Oh, there already is one refining stone. Cool. Right, so they can carry on. Oh, yeah, that one's refining stone. Sorry. So we need 300 of that. We've got enough wood planks, so that's fine. Refine 500 wood planks from commands, which we're working on right now. So we're doing that. So these lumberjack, this one needs to rest. Alright, so we've got nowhere to rest at the moment, so that's fine. But as soon as we can, we will. Alright. So, you can rest. Let's have a look. Villager needs to rest, so the villager can rest. We'll put a villager in the house. Okay, this builder can also rest at the moment. We'll just get that done. And everyone else is working. Except for the cook. The cook doesn't need to, because the cook can now make grain. No, because we actually need the farmers. This is where I've got to make sure I don't forget, because I get distracted. Farmers need to get that. Okay, cool. These hunters are going to have to rest in a minute, but we've got 150, so let's go and have a look at the marketplace. And as we wrap this video up... No, we can't really sell any of that. Most popular is this, but the price is low. Price is not going to update for another 8 minutes. So we want to be selling this for 15. We could be selling it for more than double its worth at the moment. But it's just, yeah. Now if I go back in, price is 7 still, yeah. This price is 10. Not selling that though. The meat is the only thing I'm looking to sell at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little look around and see if there's any meat. So most popular meat, 18. But it's only at 11 right now, which is a bit of a shame. Let's check this one out. The price is 13 for this one. So we're just trying to find out where we can sell this meat. 15. 12. Don't want to go too far out, but 10. Yeah, it's not really worth it for us. See, this one's... We can't even do this one. So this one's definitely the best one, but... just, fortunately... it's the price of it. So 13's probably the best. So we can come over here and we can do 3 of these. 13's pretty good anyway. And we've got 10 limits on that. So it's going to cost us 3 food and 1 toolkit. 20-minute time. That's fine. So we'll sell it and we'll wait. And then when that comes back, obviously, we're going to have another 33 gold. So another 50 gold coming in there almost. Again, we don't need gold, but we're gonna stock it up. Because one of the next things that we can start to do now, as well as leveling up, is if we click on these, we can actually do these journeys. All right, we can choose these journeys that we want to do. Now, this one's going to take 200 gold and 300 wood, as well as a female farmer, or either a basic or a legacy farmer, or a unique hero. So you need one of those. And it has to be that. So we'd have to send out, if we don't have a female farmer NFT, well, we can't do it. So you have to wait for another one. So then we find a different one. All right, this one is a male farmer. 300 gold and 700 food. And then you can have a look at what the rewards are. But see, this one's special reward. We could possibly get a unique hero, which is a special reward. Now, it's very, very low, the chance of you getting that. But there is a chance. There is a chance. So you want to be doing as many of these as possible. So you want to make sure that you've got all of the gold, like the gold and the food that we need to do this. You want to start doing these. Because one, this adds up towards part of that game drop. It did say, remember, complete as many events and adventures as possible. Yeah. But we also need to be doing this stuff as well. So that's what we're going to be working towards. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of it for this video. I appreciate it's gone over 2 hours. I wanted to try and keep it as close to 2 hours as I could. That's all you need to do is get to that stage. And now it is just about efficiently managing everything to upgrade. So we click on upgrade. Look at what we need. We need 300 of these. Okay, we're getting there. And then we need this. And we've got the farming. The farming's going. So you just need to make sure that you constantly have your lumber mill and your stone quarry just constantly working. And that your guys are resting when they need to. Hunter needs to rest. So again, all of this very, very important. We need to make sure that they're all resting. We're running out of food. Can you see how I'm running out of food here? So again, I need to make sure, because I'm going to run out of food now if I rest everybody. Alright, so my villager needs to go out and get food. But also, I need my cook. Now, my cook can make some more bread, which I don't think actually is a bad idea, but I can also do grain to food, right? So I'm going to go ahead, because I've got some milk. I'm going to go ahead and make some more bread. Because that was the milk that I got from earlier. And then I'm going to go ahead and make some food, because I'm running out of food. So I really need to keep an eye on this left side to make sure this is all topped up. This is important. Now I could go and use some gold to buy some food. There's nothing wrong with me doing that at the moment, because it's part of my mission to do that stuff anyway. I don't need the gold anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just buy some food. You want to try and buy it as cheap as you possibly can if you're going to buy food. So there. Highest is 14. It's currently 11. That's not too bad. I mean, it's expensive, but I'm just gonna buy it anyway. I'm not gonna waste time. So, all right, I bought some extra food. Also, again, this is really important for you being able to get these experience bonuses, and you need that experience to get you up that the basic reward track. Alright, let's have a look and see what we've got. So farming missions, loads of farming going on now. Just going to keep doing this, doing these as well. Events, another event done. Right, nothing done there, nothing done there, and nothing done there. Great. So going back to rewards, again, 1500 is our next one. But that's it. So all you're going to do now is you're going to upgrade this to level 2. Once you've done that, it's going to tell you what you need to do to upgrade it to level 3. As you can see, we're almost there. We just need a little bit more. Very, very close now, actually. In fact, it's just stone. Stone is the only thing we're missing. And we're really close on that. So let's just keep an eye on our miners. So this miner's resting. The builders rested. So they're both rested. So they're fine. We don't actually need the builders at the moment. So they're just chilling, which is cool. They can just chill. This miner needs to rest. Awesome. This lumberjack can go back out. Also, we need to continue making those planks. Remember, we need to make sure this lumberjack, the lumber mill, is constantly being used. They're working, so that's good. Right, now these guys can go back out. So we need to make sure that we always... Because this is our gold, remember? And gold is important. So we need to make sure the hunters are out doing gold. We need to make sure the farmers are doing food. Yeah, we don't have enough milk, but that's fine because we knew that was going to be a thing anyway. It's 20 milk per term. So now the cook. Right, now the cook can turn bread into food. That's going to give us loads of food, all right? So let's do that. We don't actually have that much bread. But yeah, we can do that. That's going to give us like another 150 food minimum. So we'll let the cook do that. And then we're going to continue with this. So we'll upgrade to this house. We'll collect these resources. Now, eventually, obviously, you'll run out of these. There'll be none left. It's just to get you started. But yep, that's everything we need. We just need to get this stone brick up to 300. Alright, that miner's resting. I'm actually going to stop this miner from doing their job at the moment because we've just hit that target that we wanted to, and we're going to swap them over so they're working on this Okay, because we needed to get over 3,000 here. Now we need to turn this into 300, but we still need to keep that stone over as well. Otherwise, we won't be able to upgrade. And we can't upgrade while anyone's in here. So whoever that is that's resting right now, they're going to have to come out in a minute as well, which is actually the miners. So they're fine for now. So keep this over 3,000, get this up to 300. That's our target. And I'm just going to do this before we end the video, because I really want to show you the upgrade, and then you'll be able to see. Pretty much just what it's like. And then obviously we need to keep going. So this is only level 2 of the Foreman house. We need to get up to level 5. And remember, we do not get raided until we hit level 3. So this is just a great opportunity for you to prepare yourself and get ready for that next stage. You need to make sure you've got gold, because if you lose anything here, you need to be able to replace it. And remember, when you do get attacked from level 3, they'll tend to coming from the top left around these areas here. So you'll get a warning. So I would just get all of your, I'd stop everyone working, gather them down the bottom, and then send your hunters up. And at that point, if you've got enough gold and you can, maybe you'll swap out maybe one of your builders, or maybe even, you know, whatever. Swap out one of your builders maybe, or even maybe at that point you'll get rid of your villagers possibly. Get rid of your villagers and swap them over for military or something like that. In fact, I would probably let go of the villagers, to be honest. Because the builders they cost more. They cost more to replace. It only costs 60 to replace a villager. Maybe not even that much. I'm not actually sure. It says 60 for the second one, but maybe it's 30 for the first one. So if you did want to replace them, it would be a lot easier to do that. Cow pen, not really much we're doing there, so that's fine. We can ignore that. Excellent. Alright, so the builders, they're chilling. That's good. We're still waiting on this. Not really much we can do there at the moment. This lumberjack needs to rest. We've got some food, so we're good. So we're going to rest the lumberjack, and this one is still working. The farmer, get the field going. And the cook is still working, so that's good. Nice. Easy. Easy game. Nice, chill, relaxing game. Now, my tax rate, I think this is a bug, by the way, because it says my tax rate is 16%. However, if I was to go back and look here, my tax rate says it's 0%. So, I don't know. There's a bug somewhere, but I don't think we're playing 16%. I think it's at 0. It's difficult to know. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. Alright, so we don't have enough bread. That's fine. That means we can come down to the cook, who's not going to be doing anything anymore. We've made as much food as we can out of that. So now we can just go ahead and make grain. And turn grain to food. So we're going to make grain. Do that in a windmill. It's going to take 70. So we'll do that once, and then it will say we've run out. At which point the farmers should hopefully have some more grain coming over. Right, this miner's full. So we're going to get the miner in here now. Cool. And we're good. We are good. Everything's done. Builders are cool. This miner can come out as well. So now we just need to make sure these miners are constantly working. This one needs to rest. Lumberjacks need to rest. Excellent. And the builders are resting. Now, I could send the builders out to go and repair stuff. That is possible, just to make sure that we're on top of stuff. But we're okay at the moment. Just need to hover over everything to see what it's like. This one's at 420 now, so... Okay, yep, the wheat, that's fine. We knew the wheat was going to happen, because we only had a little bit. But that now means that we can turn grain to food. Alright, and that's going to be our thing. So, we've got 90 grain, so that's fine. So we're going to make quite a bit of food there, whilst we can. We've got enough of everything else, so we just need another 34. Another 34 of this. So, 2 more cycles and stone brick, and we're there. And that is going to be this miner here. So 25 seconds on the first one. And I think we make between 25 and 50. So we could do this in one shot. But I think it's going to take 2. So 15 seconds. Once this finishes, possibly another run, and then we'll upgrade. Or maybe, if we get enough, we'll do it this time. So we're going to watch this. We need this to be 300. And it is... No. Not enough. Okay. So 1 minute and 20 seconds. But the next one will be enough. The next one will be enough. So 1 minute, 20 seconds. Then that's finished. We'll do the upgrade. And then we'll finish the video. And that's about 2.5 hour mark. So if you're playing casually and you're not being hyper efficient and you're not paying anything, then you're looking at about 2.5 hours to your first upgrade. Let me know in the comments. Were you able to do it any quicker? I should have said at the beginning of this video, I recommend watching it before you play. It's definitely... I made a lot of mistakes on my first playthrough and I spent so much gold that held me back. I could have been so much further ahead. Your goal right now is to open up this second land. And then once you've done that, you want to get down to, remember, this third land. And remember, for this, you need 5,000 gold. And you're going to need 10,000 of every other resource and 20,000 tools. So in order to get up here, to do this... And these features, if you look in any of your buildings, so for example, if I was to look in my cow pen, if I was to look at not productivity, sorry, if I was to look at building settings, if I wanted to change this, 2 of these are locked. So the first one you unlock on the second, and the last one you unlock on the third. So yeah, just bear that in mind. That's what we're working towards. And then you can upgrade your buildings as well, so you'll get better performance out of them, things like that. And we'll get more squads and a lot of more stuff. Alright, so the miner's going to rest. Now, I'm not going to rest anyone right now inside that building. And the reason for that is, I'm really just 6 short. That's a bit of a shame. The reason I'm not going to do that is because this has to be empty so that it can be upgraded. And the problem at the moment is if anyone's in there resting, I won't be able to upgrade this building. So that's why I'm not going to do that for now. Alright, so now we can go back and... I need to rest. Okay, so yeah, need to rest in the house because no energy. We've got enough food at the moment, so we're okay for food. We'll make sure the farmer is doing the farmer's job. Hunters are working, so that's good. This lumberjack needs to rest. We'll do that quickly. And then just checking out that miner is still working. Yes, the miner is almost done. So we were 6 short, which was such a shame. But now, as you can see, the wood flying up. Stone flying up. Really good. And we got loads and loads of meat as well, so we can sell that meat. So it's worth checking out just very quickly while we're waiting. We'll check out the marketplace. Just seeing the price of meat. No, it's not really high enough. 3 more minutes for the update. Alright, we'll wait for that. Having a look on here, selecting emissions. Finish those 2 off. Marketplace. Nothing else to do. Okay. We'll exit and go back to the game. And then we should, at this point, be ready to upgrade. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been useful. It's given you the best start. There we go, 316. So now we click on this building. We click on upgrade. And now we can just upgrade. And this is what it's going to do. It's going to unlock the militia. Alright, it's going to unlock the new group for us. It's also going to give us a sector mastery, so boost your production commands in the sector, or increase your squad's working speed when executing commands. Swift commands boost your production commands in the sector, or increase your squad's working speed. Alright, this one is going to be efficiency optimization, reducing the cost of all commands. Reducing the cost of all commands or decrease squad's working time. Okay, reducing the building HP cost when squads execute a command. Alright, so all of that. We're also going to get a 10% production boost and 200 HP. So let's go ahead and click upgrade. We're going to have to allocate a builder to do that, and it's going to take some time. So they're going to go ahead and build, and it will change. Not at the moment, it will stay the same. I think there's a few levels. When you do the first few levels, it stays the same. I think once you get to like level 4 or so, the actual design of this will change as well. So you can see these guys working. They're going to take some time. You can actually see if you click on them, the builders, it will tell you it's going to take them 6.5 minutes to be able to upgrade this. So I'll do the event while I'm waiting. And that 6.5 minutes is going to take us up to exactly the 2.5 hour mark. So we'll do that. Villagers gather around a fruit tree. They notice most of the fruit's gone. Find the culprit. Forget it, there are plenty of trees. Different outcomes are possible. Positive outcome is likely. Let's do that. Finding a thief does not take long. Plus 75 food. Alright. Done. Nice. Alright. Now we have no more tools. So we're going to select this builder. Get them to make some tools. And they can do that in the forge. Okay. So now the upgrade's happening. No one can rest in here. So we've only got our 3 buildings to rest in. This miner's already rested, so they can go out and get some more. They're now rested as well, so they can go out and get some more. This lumberjack's rested now, but we don't have any tools. Now we've got some more tools in. They can go out and carry on. Oh, actually, this lumberjack as well. So that's fine. We'll send that one out. This one can go in here. Remember, we want to keep this wood going all times. We're halfway through this task. So hopefully both these tasks will be done pretty much similar at the same time. This lumberjack can go out as well. This one needs to rest. So we can put him in a house. Excellent. The hunters need to rest. Very important. So we'll get the hunters into rest. And the cook is resting as well. So we'll just... the cook can carry on now in the windmill. Confirm that. Farmers can carry on as well. Oh. There we go. 2 sets of crops there. Awesome. And now this house is actually... okay. So this house is going to be a problem now. So we need to get that builder out. So we need to figure out who is resting in that house. Looks like these guys. So we're going to stop them. We're going to get the builder, not the builder that's upgrading. Not the builder that's upgrading. We're going to make sure we're doing the one that's getting the tools. And we're going to get him to repair that house. Perfect. Checking over. I wish you could see like the durability. It would be really nice if it showed you that so you could see what to work on. But maybe that will come in the future. Who knows? They won't take too long. Whilst we're waiting for them because there's nothing else we can do at the moment, we'll just pop back over to the marketplace. And that should have updated the time. So now we can check this out. Nope, that's still low. Let's look in the surrounding areas and see if the meat is selling. Selling for 13. 13 is quite good still. So we can go ahead and sell another 3 portions of that. Oh. 13 minus 2? Huh. Gonna bring it down to 11. No, I don't want to do that. Let's check this one out instead. Nope. Highest is 18 on that one, look, but at the moment it's 7. If I sold that 100, I would get... No, I don't want to do that. Let's try this one out. Go out a bit further. Price is 15, but price is currently 8. So meat just not really selling at the moment. Flooded the markets with it. Price on this one is 12. Alright, we can do 2 here. So we'll sell 2 to them. It brings the price down. Obviously, the more you start selling. So if I do that, you can see I'm going to start losing my price. But I will get 12 on that one. So I'm going to sell 1 more there. Should have done 3 before, but that's fine. So now we've sold our meats. We've got some more gold coming in. So that's good. And that's it. Now you understand the full process. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Blocklords. That is everything you need to know at this stage. Obviously, we haven't done fighting because we're not there yet. But we're going to work on this first. This is our focus and our goal. We're going to make sure we've got enough gold and enough resources stockpiled before we get to level 3, which we will have. And yeah, we're just going to continue going. So right now, our hunter that was resting that we stopped, we can actually put that hunter back to rest. The other hunter's full, so they can go out and start farming again to get more gold for us. The villagers can rest because they need to do that. That builder that's working is fine. The other one can go back to making tools. These miners are all working. This lumberjack is now full, so they can go out as well. This farmer The farm is okay at the moment, but does need to rest in a minute. And the cookie's resting as well. We can make some more grain. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just check the missions. A couple more there. Marketplace, a bit more there. And one more event. 1,250. So there you go. In 2.5 hours, we got up to 1,250. And we have, in terms of time left for this upgrade, 45 seconds. Hopefully this has been valuable. Please let me know if you've enjoyed it. Give it a like, please. We appreciate that for the video. Help with the algorithm. But more importantly, and I'd be very grateful, leave me a comment. Have you played the game? Do you like the game? Have you found a better way to enjoy the game? Do you not care about the game? Let me know. As I said, there's different ways to play this. You need to consider you're going to be casual and just enjoy it like a Settlers-esque kind of vibe. Are you going to focus competitively and consider that there's definitely a pay-to-win element in this and how that's going to play out? Or are you just going for just a bit of money, bit of extra money? And if so, if you are going to go for the yield, I do recommend just dropping that $10 at least on the, if nothing else, the battle pass. You'll make your money back on that. You should easily. All right, let's go back out of this. And now we are at level 2. Congratulations, mission accomplished. All right, and another one. Look, so build 8 buildings. We've done that one already. We've got 17 buildings. Fully repair 5 buildings. Well, that's easy. We'll work through that one as we go. But now we're at level 2. So now in order to upgrade to level 3, what that means is we need, as you can see here, the only thing we need now is 600 of this, 600 of this, 600 of this, and then 6,500 of this. So that's it. That's it now. That's all we're doing is just to get to level 3, we're going to do that. Now, you will, as I mentioned, need to upgrade some other buildings. Now, once you get to level 3, those attacks are going to start coming in. They're not that bad. It's every few hours there'll be an attack. And there's no guarantee you're going to have that attack because you might be alright. If you haven't got a militia, you might not get attacked. So, taking that into consideration, you might want to, before you upgrade your foreman house to level 3, you might just want to focus on upgrading your warehouse. Because don't forget, you can upgrade the warehouse. This needs to be level 4. So, you can actually, you can only upgrade your buildings to the level of your foreman house. So, I would not be able to make my warehouse level 3. But what I could do is I could make my warehouse, if I wanted to, I could make it level 2. And I could do that first. But I don't, and then you could just have more stuff stored up and ready. But I don't think you need to worry about that too much. Honestly, I don't think you're going to have a problem. If you're worried about gold, it might just be an extra way to get a little bit of extra gold in. Again, get your extra food in and stuff like that. But the only things you're going to need to worry about upgrading is going to be your, I think it's the granary and the storehouses. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll finish this event and then we'll call the video there, and I will speak to you very soon. All right. Let's go for this. Oops, they died. But we did get 10 gold. Oh no, they digged open and miners find a small chamber. Oh, okay, they didn't die. They found dead people. Stumbled across a decayed body. They got 80 tools and 10. Nice. That worked out quite well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I'll speak to you soon.